Guardian down.
Dudes, what's up? No, I'm just kidding. What's up, everybody? Thanks for spending your time with us today. Welcome to episode 163 of Guardian Downcast, a Destiny podcast. If you love to play the game Destiny 2, then you've come to the right place. We're a couple of gamer dads that have played Destiny since that day one release back in 2014, and we're just as passionate about it today as we were back then. We not only seek the stories of Destiny content creators, but we're a podcast that gives a voice to the stories of our Destiny players out there. And who knows, maybe you'll relate to one of them. We also discuss key topics and news within the game and community. We're the show that asks, you getting excited yet? I'm your host, the Gatr, and my co-host Hazel is here as well. How you been, man? I know you've been fighting illness this week, man. You all right?
Yeah, my daughter, she had strep. So she and all of her infinite caring and grace gave it to me. So I'm going to sound a little rough this week. But, yeah, I'm sitting here drinking a nice hot toddy. I don't really know if I should be, but why not? Why not? But, yeah. Things are going, man. Things are.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about you?
Yeah, it's been busy, man. I've been cranking up my YouTube channel. I just released a new video on ghost mods this week. Hopefully that, helps some new players out there. But other than that, no, it's just been work. And gosh, will we release 2 podcasts this week? God, it's been crazy, man. But, yeah, it's been really good. Well, we have another exciting show tonight as we have a brand new guest again on our show tonight. He's a longtime member of our community, and we've never heard his story. So tonight is the night. It's MrMinor. How you been, man?
Dudes, what's going on?
Dude.
That's awesome.
We can drive Hades crazy by doing that tonight. Well, here's what we have lined up on the show tonight, everybody. We're going to hear MrMinor's gaming and Destiny journey, and we're going to test his Twitch reflexes in our new and further improved Fast Fire's question and answer segment we call the Speed Run. We'll talk about what we've been doing this week in Destiny. Hazel will go over this week at Bungie for the second week of Season of Plunder. Then we're going to go through and answer your questions from our speak pipes to our Discord server. And then finally, we have some music to add before we close out for the night. Bunch of stuff packed into the show again. So let's roll.
Thanks for listening to Guardian Downcast. You can find us on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast.
Or you can find us on Instagram at Guardian_Down_cast and see what pics our weekly guests want to share with you.
Or just visit our website at guardiandowncast.com for all the contact info and where else to find us. And you can also play any past episodes you like in any order you like, right from your browser.
Man, don't or me. Hey, Guardians, while you're at it, follow our Guardian Downcast show playlist on Spotify and iTunes. We post those links in our show description every week.
So check us out, and later, Guardian.
Toddles! So, MrMinor. West Coast. West Coast, huh?
Coast. Yeah, buddy.
So whereabouts are you on the West Coast?
Central Oregon.
Oh, man. That sounds just beautiful. Just Oregon. Just sounds beautiful. We have friends who live there. And it's,
oh yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about. We hear so many good things. We have friends that live in Oregon and they always send us some great pics. But,
yeah.
But what do you do in Oregon, man?
I work for a beverage distribution company in Central Oregon. Just basically deliver beer to bars and restaurants in town.
Oh man, you feel my pain then. Mm-hmm. Those nasty bars.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, I'm like, you want me to get rid of the roaches around here, but you got to clean that up sometime in this millennia.
Yeah.
You can't leave that there. Roaches like that stuff. And you're probably putting new taps and kegs in going, what is on this keg, right?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Some of these restaurants, I was actually at one yesterday and I was like, hey, do you guys have lunch for me today? Let's see. And just look for, when I pick up empty kegs, like, yeah, no chicken nuggets on this one today.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Yeah. I bet it's an adventure every day, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's some that are just like I'll tell my wife like, "Hey, you ever heard of this restaurant?" She'll be like, "Oh yeah," like, "Yeah, we're not never going there."
I'll do that too, man. I can go in a restaurant and just take a whiff and go, "Nope."
Yep. Yeah, and then there's other ones like I went to one yesterday and I was like, "This is probably the cleanest place I've ever been in."
Wow.
So
that's because it's new, right?
No, it's been there for years. The guy, it's just the kitchen's just immaculate. So
I used to do this pizza place and it was immaculate. It was perfect. And a year passes. I'm still taking care of the pest service on it. And you can just see pizza sauce over here, never mopped up. It's growing something now. They start out with the best intentions, but my God, man, I would hate to manage a restaurant. That's just not an easy job.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm going to ask you a quick question here. So, you being a beverage delivery person, do you have any recommendations for beverages?
All the beer. So, it all depends on what you like, honestly. Like, do you like lagers? I personally am a beer snob, so I only mostly drink IPAs, but I'll dip into the porters and the stouts.
That's my dude.
Yeah, beers are definitely seasonal.
Admiral Nips just turned over. Admiral Nips just lifted his eyebrow while he was listening. I could see it. I could hear it.
Beers are seasonal.
No,
you telling me you can drink a pumpkin beer in the middle of July?
Oh my God! Please no.
Oh boy. So yeah, I'm with you. I think I love IPAs. So
yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. The only thing I can't handle is sour beers. That's just I don't know why. I try it. It's not like I tried it once 10 years ago. It's like, this is disgusting. I'll try different ones pretty much every year just to see if the taste buds change. And so far, like, no, I can't do sour beers.
Yeah, I've done a couple of those. And it's just a weird experience to drink a sour beer because it's not at all what you would expect. But it is exactly what you would expect to a degree. So, yeah. Gator's talk on beer is Blue Moon.
I love Blue Moons. The Belgian whites. I just love the taste of them. I love that little orange flare. That's perfect.
Have you put an orange slice in it yet?
No, it's already got enough orange in it. I don't need to put any orange in it.
You should try it. You should try it.
Well, every time I buy one at the restaurant, they always have an orange slice on the cup,
so,
on the mug. But
it just makes it pop. It really does.
I'll have to try it. I'm not a fan of oranges, man. I like orange juice. I like orange Julius, but I just don't like.
Don't you live in the orange state?
I know, man. I know. My wife loves oranges. She'll buy them. She'll set them out everywhere. I can't eat the pulp, man. I just don't like the pulp. But I love apples.
I get that.
Just can't do oranges, man. Right. Anyway.
All right. Time to move to Washington State.
God, man. I love apples. I'm sorry.
Or doesn't Vermont do apples too? I don't know.
Probably. Different kind.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with the Washington State cherries. That's about it.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, sir. So, thank you for going into that with us.
Yeah.
What was your earliest video game moment that you remember, or a couple of them, or
So the earliest really quick video game moment I remember is my dad had an Atari 2600, and I remember playing. He let me on it. He's like, go ahead and try it. And I tried it, and I think it was Centipede. And I was like, yeah, it's fun, but it's really hard. But I was really young, so I was like, yeah, I'd rather go outside and play. After that, my earliest was when the original NES came out. And then a friend of mine across the street had it, and I'd spend all day at his house playing that.
Mm-hmm.
And they, that was the whole, oh, Dad, Mom and Dad, can you please, I want this. And then they ended up buying me one for Christmas. And so, that's pretty much it. Started with a Nintendo. Went through all the Nintendo phases. I really fell in love with Final Fantasy games, and then they switched over to PlayStation. So when they did that, I've been pretty much PlayStation ever since.
You ever play Missile Command? Remember that game?
I remember it. I didn't play it.
You had these towers you had to protect from these linear trails of missiles coming at it. It was like a point. It literally was teaching you hand-eye. It was an aim trainer, basically. It really was. Yeah. It was the earliest aim trainers. Anyway, man, I feel old that your dad played a 2600. That was my first console. But
yeah.
Well, how did you?
Yeah, it was like when you were talking about when you had that car in '88. I was like, I was 7.
Yeah, it was in '88. I bought it brand new. I was in my second year of community college here in Orlando, and I was about to ship up to University of Florida. Yeah, and my dad wanted to make sure I had a dependable car, so we went to the brand new Chevy dealer. Bought my brother and I, different color ones, but the same. But they weren't Z28s. There's no way he was putting a souped up engine in those things, not at our age. But the insurance is already killing them. But this was a Destiny podcast. Well, speaking of that, how did you come across Destiny, Minor?
So I got a good friend of mine. His name, his gamer tag, anyways, Anime Junkie, and he and I got into. He doesn't really like first person shooters, but we got into Borderlands, and we played the hell out of Borderlands 2. Yeah. Absolutely loved it, and then we kind of, we're personal friends, so we still talked on a weekly basis, at least face to face, because he was actually a cook at one of the restaurants I delivered to.
Oh, nice.
And so he started playing Destiny, and he's like, dude, you gotta start playing this game. It's like sci-fi, but first-person shooter, which you pretty much love. And he's like, it's just like space magic. He actually used the word space magic. So I didn't get into it until after The Taken King came out. Like, it had already been out a few months. So what do you guys call it? The Taken? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you're like Kingsley, a Taken Tot.
Yeah. So I started into that, and we... from then on to the end of D1, we played, and then, we dip into other games here and there, but, sure. It was one of those, Destiny 2's coming out, like, we're absolutely getting that day one. So. And
then the year 1 Destiny 2 came out, and almost everybody left.
Well, I'm still here.
Oh, I didn't leave. I never left, but,
See, I did. See, so I played it until literally right before Shadowkeep came out. Okay. And then I took about a 1.5 year hiatus. Mm-hmm. And, I was just playing other things. Like, that's when I finally dipped into The Witcher 3, which is probably the best game ever. I love Destiny, but Witcher 3 is amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I was picturing Nips's score for you. Like, you dropped a lot when the beers are seasonal.
You're getting points.
But then okay, so now you're back to even. So
he'll still hate your state, though. Just know that he'll hate Oregon.
No, that's fine.
That's his thing, man. Well, let me ask you before Hazel asks another question here. Do you have a favorite moment from Destiny that you can look back on or remember that you'll never forget?
They're always fun. There's one that I had that when I hear, I listen to the show all the time, not often, but all the time.
All the time. Correct answer. Thank you.
Yeah, right. So there was one, I was actually doing the Leviathan raid, right? So we get to the throne room, and somebody loses connection, so we're just screwing around while the guy's trying to reconnect. And I was like, okay, well, fuck it, I'm going to start it. And everybody was AFK.
Oh, no.
So I started it, and they sent whoever over to the Shadow Realm, and I did the throne room solo.
What? The game was over when they got back in?
I legitimately... No. So I didn't beat it, but I literally guessed every... because you're supposed to jump in the bubbles.
Yeah.
I literally guessed every bubble.
Oh, my God.
And when people were coming back, I was like, hey, guys, it's damage phase. We're like, what?
Hurry up, get your
yeah, dude, come on, get in the bubble. And one of the guys, his name's Offsides. He's like, dude, you realize only 3 people in the world have ever done that? I'm like, no.
That is crazy, man.
Wow.
Like,
I remember
was just
sometimes we'd have to
screwing
guess.
around, like, all right, I'm going to try, Chalice, jump in it. Like, oh shit, it worked.
I remember when someone
dead yet.
couldn't read it right or something, and I'd have to just guess because I was usually in the throne world punching stuff, and I never got it right. Never got it right. Every time I guessed, it was the other one. I was like, "Damn it, man!"
Yep.
Oh, shit.
So that's the one that always comes to memory. But we all play Destiny a ton, so there's a lot that just like, oh my god, that's so much fun.
Oh yeah.
Like, I still have a video clip of recently playing, doing Vault of Glass, and our clan leader, his name's My Boys One. He's running the shield, right?
The Aegis.
And we're in the finals. Yeah, we're in the final stage, and the gatekeeper comes up, and he's like, "Gatekeeper's up." And I turn around to see him trying to do the R2 smash down on the gatekeeper, and he just shoots into oblivion. He just falls straight down.
Oh, great.
And he goes, "Oh shit!" And I said, "I'm recording that. I'm showing everybody."
Oh,
That's
great.
awesome.
That's great.
See, that's the thing with this game is it can it makes memories out of the most random shit.
Yeah, the most inane stuff. I know.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Minor, so before you mentioned that you played during that year and a half break from Destiny, that you played Witcher 3. Anything else?
God, if I can remember right, it was Witcher 3, a lot of the Assassin's Creed games.
Okay.
That's another one, a few others that I play. Excuse me. And, God, what else? I play a lot of different games. Mostly Destiny. Let's see, I still have, Final Fantasy 7, that remake.
You mentioned that, right?
Oh, yeah.
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 Nice.
So playing that, anything that pretty much came out. I still have I still have a ton of games in backup right now that,
Don't we all?
Don't
we all? I've still got games.
Like, man, I just keep spending money on games that just sit there. What the hell?
What's funny is I actually downloaded the update to Battlefield 2042. I entered the menu screen, and I'm like, nah, not tonight. Not going to do it. I will. I'll try it out eventually.
Well, yeah. So, I played that, and then I played, what was the other one? Days Gone.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was made at Bend Studios, and I drive by there literally every day.
Nice.
As I'm working. So, played that. That's an amazing game.
Yeah, it's got a cult following, too, man. A lot of people love that game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and they're making a movie, too.
Yes.
That's right.
And, it's really sad because it went with the way of every other game. Like when the studios wanted to push it out way sooner than they were ready.
Right.
So when it came out, there were just a lot of bugs and it was trash.
That's too bad.
And then, but if you play it now, it's like, oh my god, this game's great.
It may or may not be in my library.
It was free on PSN, so you should have it.
That's why I got it. Go ahead, Hazel.
Yeah. I remember when that came out, it was like, I saw a review for it, and I just had to crack up laughing because it was like, this is the most AAA game ever.
What a saying.
And and I was like, I read into it. I think it was Jason Schreier is the one who said it. And I looked into it to see what he meant. And he's like, every mechanic that's in a AAA game is in this game. He's like, you want crafting? It's in the game. You want this? It's in the game. Zombies? In the game. I mean, it was just hilarious. I mean, he's just like, every AAA mechanic is in this game.
Wow.
Pretty much. Yeah, I heard they were doing a movie and the game designers and they're fighting for the guy that played the main character in the game. Was telling the studio that wanted to make the movie, they're like, he should be he is an actor. He should be the main character.
We got a question about that tonight. I can't wait to answer that one. Yeah, that's going to be
nice. Cool. Roll with the punches.
Yep. So, tough question time. Why do you game?
Because it's fun. Honestly, it's a good wind down. I mean, I don't just game. I watch shows too. I watch shows with my wife, and but gaming's always just been that part of my life. I played a lot of outdoor sports when I was a kid, but it's always something to do.
What'd you play?
That, as far as
sports,
like when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Football. So I played a lot of street ball, so it was a lot of basketball.
Okay.
If we had enough people, we'd play football. I played a little football in high school, but it was mostly basketball.
Okay. You a tall guy?
So, no, I'm 6 foot, so not terrible. Growing up, I was the tallest kid in the
I was going to say,
it
sounds like you grew up quick. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was always, if we had enough for football, I was the quarterback because I could see over everybody. In basketball, I was always the center because I could get rebounds faster than everybody. But
yeah, I sucked at basketball, but I was always the tallest kid. I was like you, man. I sprouted up really quick and then flatlined. I was like 5. Yeah. I think I was 5'11" in like 9th grade, 10th grade. And, I would always be center, but I sucked. I was so bad. I didn't understand the game. I didn't know enough about it. But, hey, I got a question for you here. How did you originally find our community, man?
So it started with, so I have a lot of kind of like, I'm sorry, I forgot his name. The guy that was on last week's episode. I do deliveries, so I'm alone a lot. And
talking about Fat Blinsky's? Yeah.
So, it's kind of in the same business. I see the FedEx guys and the UPS guys all the time.
Sure.
So I have a lot of time, alone time. So it all started with, I would listen to like Colin Cowherd, sports radio.
Nice.
And then I got kind of tired of that. Like, it's still cool, but so I started getting into audibles, listening to books. And then after that 1.5 year hiatus, I started up Destiny again. I'm like, I wonder if there's any podcasts that
just a few
do Destiny. So I'm a Spotify guy, so I looked on Spotify, and the first thing that came up was Two Titans and a Hunter.
Nice.
I was like, that's a cool name. I like that. So I started listening to them, and then one day they had a guest on named Hazelnut.
Nice.
And he was like, oh yeah, we do. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know there was more. I'm going to go listen to that too. So I started listening to that. I'm like, oh yeah, this is awesome. So
wow. Right, so we know your
I was listening to those.
That's fun.
Yeah. And what? So I listened to both religiously, like every week, every Monday. Mm-hmm. Now, in all fairness, I listened to you guys first because you put your episode out first.
Oh,
right. So the first one to come out, like that, boom, there it is.
I got you.
But I listened to both of you, and then I started getting more into the lore. So I started listening to Guardians of the Lore.
Yes.
Nice.
So, and that was pretty cool because listening to that as it evolved, and then hearing Orchid on your guys' show.
Right.
Yeah.
And then finding out where she lives, I'm like, holy shit, she lives right on the other side of the mountain range of me. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So.
Small world.
Yeah. Very.
It's awesome.
Well, I have one other question here. Hold on, Hazel. I got this. Dude.
You do.
Dude. Do you do bounties?
Do I do bounties?
Yes, sir.
Every day.
We got one! We got one!
Every time I get on the game, if I'm going to do, it doesn't matter. Whatever I'm doing, like today I got on, my clan leader's like, hey, we need one for a raid. I'm like, cool. Jumped on, grabbed the raid bounty.
Yep.
Jumped into the raid.
You're already doing it. It's free.
Oh, yeah.
Well, costs a little glimmer. But yeah, man, it just makes sense.
Every day. If I'm doing Crucible, like, boom, what? I mean, honestly, it's like, so my whole thing is, I don't specifically do it for XP. Yes, I do bounty horde, not religiously. Like, I'll just go and get them. I'm like, I don't like, I need to get this. I need to get this. I need to get this. It's more like, I'll grab them. And if I get them done, whatever. But my biggest thing is I am a bright dust whore.
Oh, how much you got? How much you got right now? I'm curious. I'm just ballpark.
4,000.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't save it. I use it.
Oh,
that's
you're
why I'm
spending
a
it.
bright dust whore. Oh my god!
So
There's
you're doing
an
those
ornament out
repeatables.
that I want.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I love it.
If there's an ornament I want, it's like, yep, nope, I got it, and so that's why I do them.
They need to give you more than 10 to do that bounty. That's insane.
Yeah,
man.
but I mean, if you turn in 8 to each one each week per character, that's 100. That's, so you getting 40 for doing 4 extra bounties.
Well, yeah, if you think about it, if you're doing just repeatable, 8 repeatables, that's 80.
Yeah.
And then 120. So yeah, that's right at 200 per vendor. Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah. No,
that adds up pretty quick.
I've gotten a little better. It's like, no, I don't really want that ornament. I don't care. I don't.
Hazel's in hell right now. Hazel's staring at the ceiling. Why?
I knew as soon as I was invited on the show, I heard you guys ask that on the next show. I'm like, oh, Hazel's going to fucking hate me when I say this.
Yeah. I'm like, this must be how my wife feels whenever I talk about Destiny to her. She's just like, her eyes are glazed over and she's just like drooling on herself going like, yes, dear, yes, whatever you say. Like one of mine,
like, yeah, like I'm listening to you, but I really don't fucking care.
I'm sorry to hear that about that you do bounties, but the correct answer is no.
No. Bounties forever.
Absolutely, man.
So why do you do them? I'm curious.
What's that?
Why do you do bounties?
Mainly for the bright dust. Yeah, honestly,
he does the repeatables.
Okay,
he does the repeatables. Yeah, $3,000 each.
That's like another level to Gatr.
That is. Those are 3,000 glimmer each. So you have to farm glimmer and
see, I mean, I do the weeklies. So what is that? Right. 4 or 5, and then I'll grab the extra ones.
Yeah, there's 4 per. Yeah, that's 6,000 XP. It's actually like It's actually like 70 something XP 7,000 XP once you put your 12% ghost on. So. Yeah,
but it's not like so. Like I said, I'll go to.
It's all about the money for you.
I'll go to Shaxx. Gotcha. It's only in the tower. I'm not some psycho that's going to go to like the EDZ and grab them from.
That's free materials, man. That's 10 materials each bounty, and they're like nothing. Like kill 10 things with a sniper rifle.
So in your defense, like if I'm going to go to the EDZ, yes, I will. Right. I will detour and grab the bounties. Okay. And like if I'm there, I will absolutely.
But don't.
Okay, so. Go ahead.
I was just going to tell you an inside tip here for EDZ and any of the planetary bounties. Do not grab the public event ones because you have to sit there and wait around for public events. Screw that noise. You want quick ones.
Why?
So what I do is this week.
Why don't you just hop around?
You can do that.
This week on the EDZ. So Zer's on the EDZ, right? Everybody's going to go visit Zer. Doesn't matter.
Right.
I heard he's got a good chess piece today.
He's
or
at Winding Cove
like that.
This week. Yep.
So go to Devrim, grab those public event bounties because as soon as you go to Zer, there's going to be a public event.
That's true.
A public event every goddamn time you go there.
Winding Cove is just like a rotating public event.
So it's like, okay, why not? I just whatever. I'll just go there. I don't care.
Another tip: if you're trying to get super kills bounty on the EDZ or whatever, just rotate. Usually, Winding Cove is always one popping up. You just go in there and grab the stave. Blow some stuff up.
Yeah.
Relaunch back in, grab it, blow some stuff up. It's so easy to do.
I'll run the Lost Sector right next to it because it only takes 2.5 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, question for you then, Minor. What's your class?
All of them.
There. See?
Yes. So listen to that. So that explains why he's like the Bright Dust whore.
Yes.
You got to get all
because he's got to buy all the cool shit for all the classes.
Yeah,
I feel like why do I get a feeling my name's going to change in the Discord now?
It might change during the show. It's happened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right here, let's go check.
No, all you have to do is look in the podcast chat room here. You'll see it change instantly.
God.
Yeah, don't get him started. He has beyond mod powers.
No, see, and that's what, because, and I'm sure I'm not the only one when you guys do this, speedrun questions, it's always like, Warlock, Titan, or Hunter, all three, Void, Solar, or Arc, or Stasis, all of them.
All right, what's the one that you play the most?
So, as far as
even if it's a few hours more.
So.
All right, no, I'll restructure the question. Day 1 raid, which one you grabbing?
Warlock.
Yes. I love this guy.
Just
wow.
Just because.
Did I say that out loud?
Day 1 raid. Who's doing what? Like everybody's like, okay, all right, we're going in with 3 hunters and 3 titans. Like, no, we need a warlock. Where's the warlock? Where's the well?
We need a well.
Yep.
So you're the by default guy.
So
if there are already like 3 warlocks, what are you going to run a 4th warlock? Or?
That depends on DPS. So like right now, it would be Hunter because DPS is like, blades. So when I played D1, I only mained a Titan. That was it. I only had one character. It was Titan. When D2 came out, I was like, I want to be more universal. So I'm definitely going to play all 3. And so that's how that all started. Like and that's kind of why I fell out right before Shadowkeep was because I would literally get on. It got really boring because I'd get on one week. I would do pinnacles for all 3 characters. Then I'd be like, okay, I'm done. Now what? There's nothing to do. So, So I did miss out on like, what's the Menagerie? Is that the one? Like I missed out on that. And I hear everybody say that was so much fun.
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's always my, like, I play all 3. I got on the raid today and I was a warlock and they're like, well, we already have 3 warlocks. I'm like, just stay on it just because I'm already loaded in. Otherwise it'd be, fighting Oryx. You're not going to be a Titan because he's so far away. You would be the Hunter because you could throw blades or golden gun. It's situational for me.
Can I just say the Nova Bomb, the Slova, looks so small when it's going to Oryx to his middle. I'm like, is he ever going to get there? It's like barely a dot now. What the hell? And in Oryx, beautiful, man. Oh my God.
Can I
4K? Oh.
Yeah. Can I just throw something out there real quick? Do not run Slova on Oryx.
No, I would do the fast Nova Bomb.
My DPS was
even then though, because your other teammates can't shoot because the Nova blocks
really?
It. Yes, it does. Yes.
Honestly, if I was to use
it's a detriment.
Anything but
Chaos Reach.
on
Chaos Reach.
Oryx, it'd be Chaos Reach.
Yeah. That's what I'll use next time. Yeah. Now that the resilience is fixed in the arc subclasses.
And with the boots, it doesn't give you your super back, but it lasts like 3 times as long.
It does, man. When I use Chaos Reach, those have to go on. I always want to say transverse of steps, but it's not. It's a Geomag stabilizer. So I just love
Geomag stabilizers. Yeah.
We
were on War Priest the other day, and I was like, "Oh my God, look, it's still going!" Like, and he was immune, but I was like, "This thing's going forever."
Yep.
Wow. So, who has the best fashion?
Oh God, probably Hunters.
Yeah, I have to agree. The cape. It's a cape.
That Titan Saint 14 helm, though.
Oh my God.
Oh yes,
I bought it.
Yes.
I bought it. I broke down. I was like,
"Oh yeah." Well, that was one of those, like, didn't even have to think about it. Like,
you look like a White Walker, dude. You look like a White Walker. I was like, this is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter saw that. I had it on, and she's like, nope. She went ahead and changed that. Sure as shit.
Well, and then that buddy of mine, the Anime Junkie, he doesn't really play Destiny anymore. And I was telling him he hasn't played in a while, and I sent him the link to the Inklot story, and then I sent him a picture of the helmet, and he was like, "That's actually really cool."
Yeah, pretty good.
All right, sir. Well, how about we tackle some signature questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any other hobbies other than gaming?
For a while there, it was, my son's Little League baseball. Right now, it's just, honestly, it's gaming and trying to get back to working out. And my workout, so, I deliver kegs. These things the bigger ones are 160 pounds a piece, so I don't really need to go to the gym. But there's no cardio in that, if you can believe it. So just all these Marvel shows, you got like She-Hulk and all that. Anything that comes on, anime, whatever. I'll just throw a show on my tablet and jump on the treadmill. And then, I got to get back up there, but I would just literally run on the treadmill in the 20 minutes. It's like, oh, wow, okay, the show's over, and I did 2.5 miles. That's awesome.
Didn't even feel it.
Yep. Nope, not at all. It just takes my mind off it. I can't run outside, as beautiful as Central Oregon is, I have to have my mind set on something else.
Yeah. Well, when you run outside, you got to worry about cars backing up on you and people's dogs and
my knee
stuff.
Doesn't like the pavement either. I got a bad knee, so
I hear you, man. I hear you. Baseball for me. That's what did it. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, dude, what's up with the gamer tag?
It was just when I first got online, I spent about 30 minutes trying to find, I was like, oh man, I want to get a cool namer tag. And then, 10 minutes passed. Like, oh, that username is taken. 20 minutes passed. That username is taken. I got about 30 minutes in. I'm like, I don't even fucking care what it is anymore. I'm just going to try this. So
that's awesome.
I got on MrMinor17, and it says, oh yeah, it was taken. Like, cool, let's go. I just want to play. I don't care what my name is.
Oh my God.
So that's how that got in.
All right. Fair enough.
And it's one of those why Mr. Minor? It's like, because that's my last name, so I don't really.
Oh boy, he's already renamed you.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Who did?
It looks like it says a minor bright dust hoarder.
Yeah, hoarder.
Hoarder. Yes, exactly. That's what I said.
Can't be as bad as Hazelnut is a sad warlock.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I always want to say sad panda whenever I see that.
I'll tell you what. So the warlock was, as a Titan main in D1, the warlock was the hardest. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be terrible because this jump is just horrible. Once you get the jump down, it's fine.
It's a lot of fun.
Oh my God.
I just think it's a slow class.
You just
jump.
Well, it's meant to be.
It is.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's a methodical jump. jump.
Yeah. That's my thing Titan is all about going forward. Hunter, I can go fast. Warlock is...
It's more thought out.
I don't know. I go faster going backwards.
Yeah. And you can't deny, Gatr, that, the Warlock is the floofy jumper. He really is.
It is floofy, but the key with jumping when a Warlock is that double tap. You can't wait to...
Yeah.
with a Titan, you can thrust forward with a late tap of your whatever jump button, but... If you do it quick with a Warlock, once you're airborne, then you can just sail around and look. It gives you so much time to just get advantage. That's why I love it.
But see, that's what I don't like about it. That's what you love about it. That's what I don't like about it. Because for me, jumping is momentum and traveling and traversal and things like that.
Yeah, but the problem with Titan is once you're propelling forward, you're like, oh my God, we're going. And all of a sudden it's like someone pulled a pin out of your neck and you just drop like a rock. I'm like, no, what?
I'll tell you what, if you playing Hunter and then Warlock, if you ever jump down a huge hole or whatever.
Yes. You better do it early. I found that out the hard way. Yeah.
That's it. Playing Titan, you just like, oh shit, that's right. I don't stop automatically.
And you're like, slam, red bar. I've done this so many times.
A friend of mine and I, we always had this joke. It's like Hunter, it's jump. Titan, it's jump, and then Warlock's always, oh yeah, jump.
Exactly.
Because you always have to jump.
It's a double tap, man. If you get that down, get that timing down, you can jump anything.
Because we would switch the Warlock, and all of a sudden one of us would be dead. It's like, what happened? Like, I forgot to jump.
I'll play a Hunter where I'm like jump everywhere I go, and then I play, and I'll switch over to Titan, and I'll hit it too early. Or too late, and God, it's just destroyed.
I think in your
cancel.
I mean
that's what I don't get.
When you're flying down to the ground, there is no cancel. It's like, okay, this is not going to go well.
I think in your YouTube videos, Gatr, if you're ever the Hunter, you should add in the Mario soundbite for the Hunter, like boing, 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 boing.
Yeah, I should.
That's awesome.
I'll do it on a montage or something. That'd be funny. Oh, man.
All right, Minor. Do you have a motto or mantra or a couple of them that you live by?
Oh, God. A few. One that comes to mind is don't be stupid. I know it's really hard for some people, but especially me. That's why it's one of those, like, I can say that because I'm completely stupid sometimes. But I mean, like today, I had to go back to an account because I just forgot to give them something. And my supervisor's like, "Why'd you go back?" I'm like, "Because I'm stupid. I just didn't do it the first time." But yeah, I mean, other ones was like, like I tell my son, he's 14 years old, so he's getting to that. It's like, you can say things, but know your audience. So that'd be another one. It's like, know what you can say and who you can say it around.
All right, I'm writing that down. Know your audience.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I need to work on that one.
Yeah. Gatr and I, we've had that conversation.
Yep. Yeah, sometimes I forget.
Tom Cruise.
I need to put a filter on sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. I tend to just go with my gut, say what's on my mind, but never ends well.
Yeah.
And then there's me going like slapping him, going like, "You can't say that. That sounds awful." Then he listens to it. He's like, "I don't see anything wrong with it." And then his wife listens to it, and she's like, "Yeah, Hazel's right. It's just fucking stop."
See, I mean, and that's another thing too. Is like a lot of the times, if I'm. Depends on the setting, but it's like your feelings are not my problem. Like I tell, like all my friends will tell you, I am the nicest asshole you'll ever meet because I will tell you what I think you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Makes sense. All right. Well, I'll finish up with this one. MrMinor17. What's one thing about you that maybe our community might not know about you?
So I would not recommend looking this up, but I have a very, very mild skin condition that the doctors have labeled as epidermolysis bullosa.
Oof.
I basically have 6. Most people have 7 layers of skin.
Sure.
I have 6. So I like in summertime it's worse, but like so in football it was really tough. Just because I played defensive line.
Oof.
So just that constant friction, on my arms, I would get sores on my arms. So I had to wear padding on my arms, wrap them up. And I mean, it's pretty tough. It's been in my family since my grandma, as far as anybody can remember. Genetics is really weird because like my grandma had it, my dad had it, and my dad was the oldest and none of his siblings had it. My sister had it for some reason and I have it, but my younger brother doesn't have it.
Huh.
And my son has it. My sister had 4 kids. The order was daughter, son.
Mm-hmm.
And only the oldest boy has it, and he was the third born.
Wow.
So it has something to do with male genetics and how they get it. I don't know. It's really weird.
Yeah.
So
interesting. Your skin just is very sensitive and
very sensitive. And like I said, I mean, look it up at your own risk.
Nah, that's all right. I'll take your word for
it. There's certain cases where they call, like there's one kid, he was called the butterfly boy. Basically he could barely eat food because he would get lesions on the inside of his body. Yeah, it's really bad.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But like I said, luckily I only have a very, very, no pun intended, minor case of it.
Right.
So.
Wow.
But yeah.
Well, Mr. Minor, thanks for sharing your life with us tonight, brother.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thank you.
I've been looking forward to this for a while.
That means it's
so have I.
It's time for that speed run.
Oh God!
Hell yeah!
Yeah, buddy. I don't think I'm gonna beat Rodimus, but I mean, we'll take a shot.
Have fun with it, man. All right, we'll do that.
Oh yeah.
Right after this.
Call the Praxic Order. Call the Thanatonauts, the Jinsen Scribes. Call everyone so they can witness you.
All right, listeners. This segment is called the Speed Run. This is where we have a database of over 385 questions I ask from a list that I curate personally for our guests every week. And they will have 90 seconds to answer as many as they can. These are short 1 or 2 word answers. At the end of the year, the guest with the most answers will win a prize and title of 2022 Speedrun Champion. The questions are asked at random, so no one... I hate that. The questions are read off my list, so no one can memorize the order. and quickly answer what comes to mind. Tonight I'm going to ask the questions randomly from my list. Hazel is our timekeeper and quality control expert. In the event of a questionable answer, Hazel's decision will be final, and he'll, of course, adjust the clock with all the stammering that I've done thus far. Our leader...
Trying not to say random ass.
I'm trying not to, man. I gotta remember to rewrite
just
that.
say random ass questions and just move on.
Yeah, just...
all right,
just
fine.
Random ass
Just go with the flow? Just go with the flow? Okay.
Yeah. Just say what you want and move on.
All right. Our leader so far is Rodimus Prime with 41 questions answered. So you ready, Minor? Ready to do this?
Yeah, buddy. Let's do it.
All right. You ready, Hazel?
Of course.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Warlock, Titan, or Hunter?
All three.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Japan.
Void, Solar, Arc, or Stasis?
Situational.
Should there be solo freelance strikes?
Yes.
What was your first video game?
Probably Centipede.
Cake or pie?
Pie.
Is chess a sport?
Yes.
Strikes, Crucible, or Gambit?
Gambit.
What's the latest you've been up gaming?
7 a.m.
Pulse, Auto, or Scout Rifle?
Pulse.
If you could choose, who would voice your ghost?
Jack Black.
Human, Awoken, or Exo?
Awoken.
What's the best sandwich?
Breakfast.
Grenades or melees?
Grenades.
What's the worst job you've ever had?
Janitor.
What's your favorite Destiny planet?
Mars.
Waffles or pancakes?
Waffles.
Are you ticklish?
Yes.
Rocky or Rambo?
Rambo.
Light or dark?
Dark.
Bumblebee, Beetle, or Camaro?
Camaro.
Ikora, Cade, or Zavala?
Cade.
M&M's or Smarties?
M&M's.
What number am I thinking of?
69, dudes.
Extrovert or introvert?
Intro.
Who is your favorite Bray, Elsie or Anna?
Elsie.
Destiny 2 seasonal events, yes or no?
Yes.
Can you drive a stick shift?
Yes.
Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
What's your favorite summer activity?
Floating the river.
Do you have a tattoo?
Yes.
Time.
All right. That's not bad, man. It's not bad at all.
Nice.
Honestly,
that was better than I thought I would do.
You know, I applaud you for being honest and actually thinking about the answer. And a lot of people just say the last thing they hear. So,
no, see, and I didn't want to do that. That's why I said situational, because it really is situational.
It is. That's fine. That's an answer.
Yeah.
But we know this is kind of our way of getting to know you really, really quick. So that's the reason
in theory.
In theory. Of course, we're all gamers, right. So we gamify it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Hazel, how did you do, man?
31.
That's not bad, man.
Nice.
That's pretty respectable. Not bad at all.
That was moving.
That was. All right. Well, good job, man. That was fun.
Thank you. Yeah, very.
Well, I've got a question for all you listeners out there. Do you have a great speedrun question for us? If that's a yes, join our Discord and enter them in our speedrun question ideas channel, and we'll add them to next year's speedrun. Just remember, they need to be yes or no, 1 or 2 word answers. Either or questions will also be accepted, and don't forget, what's your favorite? At the end of the year, we're going to have 2 drawings for a $25 gift card of your choice, and you can enter up to 5 questions to go into the drawing. So good luck. And also, if you know anyone who plays Destiny, do us a favor. Share our little podcast with them. We'd appreciate it. All right, let's move on to our next segment, and that would be This Week at Bungie. Hey Guardians, just a quick reminder that we now have a Destiny 2 clan, and Hazel and I invite you all to be a part of it.
If you're looking to find a clan, now would be a great time to jump in and get to know some of these great gamers you've heard. We're not hardcore or anything like that. Enjoying what time you have for Destiny is all we ask.
So, if you're looking for a clan out there, we have a permanent link in our Discord under the channel GDC Destiny 2 Clan, where you can find a link. Otherwise, look for Guardian Downcast Pod, and the link will be in the show notes of this podcast. Right down there.
So, I lied before when I said that we don't ask anything of you, because we actually do. we ask that you do join our Discord first so we can communicate clan stuff to you, like clan podcasts and clan nights and just random shite like that. Besides that, you can lurk all you like.
So join us. All right, Hazel. Second week of Season of Plunder. Getting that pirate going, man. What's up this week in the TWAB?
Man, you missed a golden opportunity to say getting that booty.
I did, didn't I? Damn.
Amateur bullshit.
I have to agree with it.
All right. About time. Okay, so they're kicking the TWAB off with some spiciness here. So, Crucible matchmaking check-in. So they're talking about SBMM, skill-based matchmaking. So, Bungie implemented a loose skill-based matchmaking system, and for the most part, it's working as intended. For the most part. There are a couple of things that were worrisome, i.e. people quitting. It rose basically from 8% to 12%, at least having at least one player quit. So yeah, when that happens, it does not backfill, apparently. I heard a rumor about that. That's a neat thing. And then, when you're in either the very low tier or very high tier of player, during high times, you're seeing an average time of about maybe I think it's 90 seconds. Yeah, 90 seconds during, high populations and up to over 3 minutes for low times. So, I mean, they're working on that and the connections. But aside from those, though, I mean, pretty much it is working as intended. The one thing I did want to call out is that the Mercy games are actually down 4%. But they said not as much as they hoped, but they are going to be, shrinking that day by day and making other tweaks to it throughout basically the rest of the season. So, I mean, we're going to be seeing changes and things like that to this pretty consistently, I think. So, what steps are they taking? Extending the time that loose SBMM will sit and wait for the best connection quality between group leaders. Hopefully this will increase the overall connection quality when matchmaking goes past 2 minutes. And then they have some analytics coming soon online, which will give a better picture of connection quality between players within matches, not just the group leaders. So that's going to be kind of sexy. And then lastly, they're going to be adding quitter protection to control matches in a future patch. And they're going to be discussing more in the future as well. So what do you guys think about SBMM? Have you dove into Crucible lately? And what do you think?
We always go to you first, Minor.
I did a little bit, just for last week. I haven't done any this week, Crucible-wise. I thought it was kind of funny because I'm not great at Crucible, but I did Mayhem a little bit, and I thought it was funny that, when the Crucible first starts and, you hear shacks of Mayhem, I was always in the front of everybody. It's like, I'm never the best person. I don't ever have the best records. So that says a lot as far as I was doing pretty good against people, my own skill apparently. But so, I mean, so far and it's like I said, I only did last week. So it's only been a week for me. I'm not hating it, but I get, only time will tell.
Yeah. Well, by the way, that's random now. Who gets in front?
Is it really?
It's not like D1, how it was like the best person. It's whoever.
How long has that been? Because I always see every time I see the
season
front
they did
person.
That. Last season was the best KAD.
Yep. Every
Really?
time
I wonder if they changed
doing
that.
the basic one.
It's always.
Like
I wonder if
whoever's in front.
I wonder if they changed that because it wasn't always that way.
It's been that way for at least a few seasons now.
As far as I can remember, it's whoever has the best KD.
I wonder if they made that change when they introduced like the new cutscene intro.
Yeah, because that is definitely different. They started that with Iron Banner last season. That flash around type entry where you're
Well,
actually,
it's just in regular Crucible, too.
they also had another animation. If you fly into a game that's in process, it's like a different animation with your ship, too. I know I saw that today.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of
Yeah,
neat.
I haven't seen that
Your
yet.
ship goes like sideways, like going to the helm. Yeah, it was kind of neat seeing that. I played.
What about you, Gatr?
Yeah, I you know what? I knew we were going to talk about this tonight. I said, you know what? I haven't played a lot of Crucible yet. You know, it's only week 2, but I went and did my 3 control matches before I went to the gym tonight, and it was a tale of 3 different games. The first game I jumped in, top of the leaderboard, 2.8 KAD. I said, all right, I'm loving this skill-based matchmaking. This is awesome.
How is that skill-based matchmaking?
No.
You're trouncing people 2.8.
No, 2.8 on the leader, at the scoreboard at the end. That's what I mean.
I know. That's what I'm saying,
Well,
though. How is
I
that
mean,
SBMM?
Well, the guy on the other team had a
I would think
4.1.
it's-
So
Yeah, I was like, I would think it's based on whatever he had
well,
last week.
hear me out.
Put him in.
Hear me out, though. So I said, oh, man, this skill-based matchmaking is the bomb. Second game, I fly in a game mid-match. My team's missing half the team. 3 players jumped out already. And we're on that ice planet. I can't remember which one. My mind's mush tonight.
Europa.
No, the map.
Oh, God, I never
I can't remember it, but
maps.
it didn't matter because I spawned in. There were 2 enemies just sitting there waiting for me. As soon as I spawn in, I'm instantly dead. I'm like, okay, this isn't good. And we're already like almost mercied. And, so I looked at our team makeup. It was 4 against 6 because I was a third. I actually replaced me. I came in and replaced one of the 3 that dropped out of the game. And I managed to pull to an even 1 at the end of the game. But, that was a nightmare. I mean, they were literally just dominating us. So I said, okay, that was, in process game. That's a fluke. Let's see what happens here. Third game was a full game. And I think I waited about 3 minutes for a match because I was trying to take note of everything to report. I jumped in and, I was sniping and doing a pulse rifle. And it was it was not the best setup because the team was very aggressive on the other side. And I checked. It was not a stack. It was all individual players. And I got my butt kicked. It was sweat central, man. I couldn't get established anywhere because the team would, when you have a team just running over you and all they do is just keep flipping your spawn back and forth. And it's like you can never get a footing because everyone's dying so damn fast. That's what I felt like in that last game. So,
wow, really?
And I remember one play. I was running out of the spawn I was running away. I was blinking away from someone who was coming in with a Slam Titan, the Superman Titan. So I ran away out into the open and immediately got sniped. I was like, wow, this is nuts. So I can't tell you. I mean, the first game was great. But that was the first game, so I'm thinking maybe it was the first game of the season. Maybe they threw me in the general pool, and then they started honing things in. But I averaged about a 1 KD after it was all said and done. So it was, which I guess is what skill base is supposed to do, right? It's supposed to bring everyone down from up on high.
To 1.
And your win-loss record is supposed to be about 50%. So, I mean, we played a lot of skill-based matchmaking in comp, and it was very similar type games, except it was 6 people here. So I'm still on the fence. I'm going to play some more this weekend and have more feedback for next week. But I don't know, man. I thought it was a great thing, and then I got my butt kicked.
It's only the second weekend.
True, you've only played 3 games.
You can't.
But
you can't. Expect this to be
well, exactly.
exact.
But remember too, these are probably going to be the most populated. Crucible time is at the beginning of the season when everyone's trying to get all their triumphs and stuff done. So
yeah.
It's got to probably get even squeakier as the season goes on.
It's definitely, I mean, I guarantee they have a whole team sitting there working on this. Like, all right, well, we got to tweak this and tweak that.
Well, all right, Hazel, I know where you're going with this because I like close matches. But here's the thing. Those last 2 games weren't even close. We didn't get mercied, but it was like 150 to like 80. It was terrible. We were just, I don't know what skill-based matchmaking was working there, but it was not working because those teams were not balanced. So,
well, it probably opened up because the more time it takes, they start incorporating other people that are winning.
Yeah, it was a good 3 minutes. I was keeping on it. The first game though, 10 seconds, I was already in a match. So it must have been just like the first game. They threw you in like a general pool, I guess.
But I mean, are they, skill-based matchmaking? Are they going off of KD or are
it's
they
a
going,
lot of things?
I mean, so you
things.
take me for example. I'm really good at momentum control, and obviously I'm decent at mayhem. But I'm okay at, I have an average of 1.0 at just basic control. And
okay.
I mean, so my average, if you start off with mayhem, like last week, I was a 2.0. So like you get your averages down, like it's going to, it's going to even itself out by the end of the season or even by the middle of the season.
Usually by the end of the season, usually by the end of the season, I usually average out to about 1.8 to 2.3, usually depending on the season, but it usually equals out to about that. And that's KAD, not KD. My KD is probably around 1.6 to 1.7. So that's what I expect to see if the system's working correctly. But I don't know, man. It's just the beginning of the season. So I know I've listened to a lot of podcasts. A lot of the upper level players are not happy right now. But my advice
every
is,
match is a sweat.
I tell you, those last two matches, I could kind of feel it. I felt like I was playing comp. It's like I was always on the run. My map awareness was on 11. I was exhausted after those two games, man.
Wow. It's like somebody said this back. Wow.
What'd you say?
Huh.
I might not have been
listening. Who said what? I don't know who said anything.
Wow. It's like when we were talking about this and I was like, yeah, this is not a good thing. And Gator's like, oh yeah, it is. This is perfect. This is going to be my dream.
It usually is.
Yeah, but like I said, it's still too early. You can't be like, oh, see, I told you. Like, you just got to give things time.
I know. Yeah, I definitely understand that. And I mean, but I'm just listening to Gatr, and Gator's like, the echo chamber of the top tier player. And he's like already like second guessing it and everything else.
I'm not second guessing. I just need to do more games. I just only played 3 games this week. So,
yeah. Well, I played, let me see here. I think 6 or 7 games last week and 3 this week.
Okay.
And I mean, it's weird. I mean, I've been getting like 2s and I'm like, I never get 2s, at least with connection based.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm getting like 2s and like high 1s, and I'm just like, okay, well, this is
it's making
weird.
You think you're better than you are because there's
exactly
people that's your skill level. You're like, well, better than people of my skill. So,
well, exactly, and like, I mean, I've gotten like 2 games, like probably just 2 out of the 9 or 10 that I've played, where it was an absolute trouncing on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, but that's it. I mean, all the other ones have been close. It's been exactly what Bungie wants. And at no time have I had like over like a 1 minute wait for a game. It's always been like right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
So, I mean, but then again, I'm not the 1.8 player. I'm typically like a 1.1, 1.2, maybe something like that.
That's not where I am. Yeah.
Exactly. So we're in that middle area. So it's still trying to figure out where to put us. Whereas Gatr is in that other tier where people are, going to be more aggressive. It's a different play style.
Yeah. I think what they want to do is they want to get these guys that are just like, okay, I'm just going to go do my Crucible, my 3 Crucible to get my Pinnacle. They want to be like, okay, well, we're going to put you into a group that of other players that just do the same thing. And then when you see like, okay, well, I just got a 1.5, I'm doing pretty good. So they're going to keep playing Crucible.
Right.
Because it gives them that confidence. Like, cool, I'll keep doing it because I'm doing really good.
Well, I mean,
it's their drug dealer. I think it's the drug dealer giving you that, like, that first bump free. Like, hey, here, here's a 1.5. Here's a 2. Yeah.
But my argument here is, and I'm still for skill based as of this week. I've only played 3 games. That's not a representative sample. And I have to say, when you get that 1.5, you can go back if you capture the game on your console or whatever, when you're playing it back, you can say, man, that was a really great game. What did I do right? And what did I do wrong? And you can actually look at your game. But if you're getting run over by a 6 stack and you're literally just spawning and then dying, spawning and dying, how are you supposed to learn how to get better on doing that? And that's where skill-based matchmaking, at least for the more average player or even the beginner player, maybe it would help them a little bit more understand or even get better at the game. And then eventually you work your way up anyway, right? Naturally into the higher tiers. So
no, because
as you get
technically
better,
they want you to stay at a 1.0.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, you know what?
That's what you said, and that's what they want.
Well, that's what I averaged.
They even said that.
That's what I averaged today. I mean, it was a 2.8, a 0.88, and a 1.1, I think. So if you average it all out, it was probably right around, 1.3, 1.4, something like that. But I said,
I'm just saying that's what they want. They want everyone to be about a 1, where it was like, an equal number of losses and wins and things like that.
In Call of Duty, if I'm remembering back, a lot of my friends were hovering around the 1. And that's what I always strive for, was just to do as much as I took away from
But that was
team.
Also KD, not KDA.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. But you know what I did, Hazel? I asked our community today, since I knew we were going to talk about this tonight, and just a little feedback here. This is players of all skill levels, by the way. Soccer said, it's been fine when the games aren't laggy, but the main thing he was concerned with is people quitting out. Native Raider answered. He said, so far it's clearly more competitive. I love that. But there have been some very laggy games and serious high bullet latency. But he says he's optimistic. Hades says, I love it. I've gone from a 1-ish KD average to around a 2 or a 3. And the game seemed to make it to the end a lot more. More players seem to be around here there too. Mr. Monkey says, as a terrible PvP player, it's a big improvement for me. Slammin chimed in. He said, I haven't played a ton yet, but overall match felt really good. Some more connection issues. So I guess connection issues are coming into play. Werewolf, he says he played a couple hours of Crucible last night. Overall, he felt it was more balanced and competitive experience. He only noticed one player outlier in each match, and that was because of some fire team skill-based matchmaking exploit, which we don't really know what that is. And Mr. Monkey, I'm sorry. Damn, I did it. Monkey, king of the bullies, he's a really good PvP player in our group. He says, I'll say it right away. Bungie implemented skill-based matchmaking and forgot reverse boosting as a thing. Yeah, that's with any game. Let's see. And that was just some quick thoughts of what people were saying about skill-based matchmaking so far from their experience. So it seems like everyone overall is okay with it. I don't see anybody really complaining about it.
Yeah.
But, that's just a quick
gonna
sample.
I'm going to complain about it because I mean, it's funny to see like people say that they're bad PvP players but they had fun and they liked it and stuff like that. It's the drug dealer, you know? Bungie gave them the 2.0. Now they're like, oh, I need another hit. Now
feels good.
Now with me though, I get more of a thrill out of connection based because that way I can go and I can shoot people and I can learn more because, I mean, no offense, but I don't get a thrill out of killing people that are my own skill because I'm a fucking potato. If I did something right, it's probably because the other person did something wrong if they're at my skill level.
Right.
So, like, I've noticed a lot of people standing out in the middle and not going to cover and things like this. So, I mean, kind of what I'm doing is I'm just using this time to kind of refine my skills and stay in cover, peek shoot, things like this. And, I mean, it's like if you have good fundamentals, you're going to just clean up if you're in the average skill. And then God knows what happens beyond that.
I've got to say, ever since we've been doing our community scrims, you've been a lot more conservative on your play, a lot more smart on your gunplay. I remember you used to just run right at us, and it was just such easy fodder. But now you're like freaking pop sniping me and stuff. I'm like, where the hell is this guy coming from?
See, but like I said before, it's all situational. Like you can do that in some of the maps that are, really close quarters. And but like you say, you do that in the new map. That's I forgot what the name of it is. The one that's huge in the throne world.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like you can't run a shotgun. You can't be a shotgun
in the middle. In the middle's a good area.
Like, you're gonna die.
You have to. That's what's nice about that map is you have close quarters areas and you got wide open lanes too, like on the outsides. So that's a good map. I like that map because it's a mix of both. But if you're playing
I don't like the map, but
I mean, like, what's the one? It's on the one Destiny 1 map that's literally just a square box. It's a Call of Duty map. you literally, your bees like in a building in the middle. Everyone's always trying to pot shot at people in the middle. I can't remember the names of maps right now. I don't know why, but
I never remember the names of maps.
I know the maps very well. I just can never remember the names of them. But but yeah, I mean, there's some maps where it's ape mode. Just everyone, let's go, push, push, push.
Oh yeah.
But the bigger maps, I think you have to plan out a little bit more, and you have to move more, not conservatively, but more with meaning.
Cautiously.
With meaning, not just haphazardly. So, I don't know. That's just some input from our community, and we'll give it some time. I guess we'll have more feedback as the season progresses here, and more people start dropping out to do other things.
Yep. All right. So okay. One quick note.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what?
What?
Iron Bananas next week.
Yeah. No skill-based.
Eruption.
Nice.
Eruption. This is going to be a cool
for now.
game.
Yeah, right.
I don't know, man. This looks
Quote
fun.
me now. Quote me now.
Okay.
All right. Gatr is going to have so much disdain for Iron Banner next week. He's going to be like, this thing sucks, man.
Just
what about the gunplay?
Just bring control back.
See, it's already started.
No, I like classic. I just like the classic. I don't like this wolf hunt crap either. Just give me classic control. Or Clash. I'll take Clash.
Rift. I loved Rift in D1. Like, I was really good at Rift in D1. So when they brought that back last season, I was like, yes!
First time around, it was okay. The second time, it was much better. They improved the gameplay. The game set.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't know. It was kind of fun if you got shot trying to dunk the rift. It just canceled the rift out and it disappeared, and then it was a free for all. Or you sat there and emoted with the entire enemy team.
Right.
Yeah. Hey everyone, looking for some like-minded gamers to talk Destiny with?
Or maybe just a place to de-stress and talk with others about life for a bit.
Or maybe just a place to discuss the latest movies, TV shows, and new music out there.
Well, wait. What about channels with New Year's resolutions or other goals? Oh, we also have a fitness section.
Well, you're also forgetting about channels with links to our clan, SpeakPipe, show music playlists, or even where to get a t-shirt, mousepad, coffee mug, condoms.
Man, you're forgetting about the podcast questions channel, where listeners can put in their questions for the show, and we'll play them live.
And our show feedback channel, where listeners can talk about past podcasts, and...
Just stop. Hasn't this shameless plug gone on long enough? Hey everyone, just look for the GDC Discord community link in our weekly show notes, wherever you get your podcast out there, or just visit guardiandowncast.com, where there's an invite link you can use anytime.
And later, Guardian.
Just stop it, man.
What?
Just lay off the caffeine, man.
It's definitely not caffeine. It's sake tonight. All right.
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
Yep. They have an army. We have an Ido. Okay. So I feel obligated to read the first line. What did the ocean say to the pirate? Gatr, do you know?
No, I don't know.
Nothing. Water can't talk, but at least it waves.
Jeez.
Pretty much. Okay, so, what are you guys thinking of the season storyline so far?
Minor?
I like it so far. I mean, like I said, I've been really busy, so I've been kind of like you, Gatr. I've been extremely busy. So I don't know if you guys know, just a quick side note, where I live is the number 2 destination vacation spot on the West Coast right after Disneyland.
Really?
Oh my God. So the population of the town I live in is about 90,000, and at any given time we have over 200,000 people here.
Damn.
It's a vacation spot. You know, in the wintertime, in the wintertime, we have 2 ski resorts people can go to. Actually, 3.
Sweet.
And in the summertime, there's lakes and hikes and camping, everything.
Dude, it's Oregon. Come on.
Yeah.
It's a great outdoors.
Everywhere. I live in a tourist trap.
Jealous. I'm so jealous, man.
But it's fine because, you know, I deliver to bars and restaurants. People are going out to bars all
you'll always
the
have a job, dude.
Oh, yeah. So, but yeah.
Well,
I forgot what the question was now.
the season, I played this week's seasonal story and last week's too. And, this week's story was it was a little bit lighter. I thought it was lighter. But I tell you what irritated me is one of the challenges for the seasonal challenges is to deposit the relic. And I finished my season 1 story and I never turned around to examine the relic or place the relic on that stupid table. And I missed week 1. I missed week 1's challenge. I did everything except place the effing relic. And
you
Bungie,
can still get it though if you deposit it.
I did. I deposited this week, and guess what? Week 1 still didn't count. It just gave me for week 2. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I didn't physically go to the table across from the map. You know
I know what you're talking. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I didn't. I never knew to turn around and go to this table on the other side of the aisle. And because I didn't do that on first week, it didn't give me the credit for bringing the relic, even though I completed the story mission. It's bullshit. I know.
Definitely fix that.
It's bugged. Yeah, you need to post that out there on the forums so that way they can get eyes on it.
Because I was like, geez, I really need that material to unlock some more of the tree, you know? And I was like, okay, I've only done it once. What the hell? So
no, it's been fun so far. I really like going in there with a 6-stack and then just turning in all the bounties I got.
You know what?
Get that XP.
You know what I love? I love the expedition missions. I love throwing the engrams into the little collector. I love that activity. It's fun. And everyone works together, you know, there's no ball hogs. Everyone's kind of working together. It's just a 3-man team. And, I'm enjoying it, man. And then the buried treasure.
The only thing I didn't get was okay. So before you do that expedition, you're supposed to go into your quest tab.
Yes.
And then deposit a map.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yep.
Me neither. I asked a buddy
that.
of mine, like, what the hell am I supposed to do? I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. You know, go on YouTube. Like, that's what. Yeah,
important.
So it's kind of like the hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Important tip: you got to read.
We haven't had anything like that this season. Well, no, they didn't even talk about it. No, I mean, it did, but it was like really vague. I mean, but here's the thing, though: is they haven't had a seasonal activity like that in like this season at all.
No.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, that was last year when they had that.
Yeah, it's like the cookie oven, you know. It's like
you have to go.
It's in your inventory as a quest, and you have to just examine.
You have to go in there.
Yeah,
yeah.
It is,
and
weird.
That's the thing that I fucking was like. I was like, okay, maybe I need to get more map coordinates and more fucking catch crashes. And,
I mean, my God,
I maxed out all of that. And I'm like, what the fuck? I still can't do anything.
Well, they make when you're first playing, they flash everything on the screen to make sure you go to this menu and that menu. Why can't they do it on the first part of the season?
It's not even that. If you go to the quest line and you see, most people don't even notice it. They go to that quest line and it says, hit whatever button for details. Like, you're supposed to go into the quest and then, revert the map into a new map. It's like, okay, so it's kind of like the hammer. So I told a couple of friends of mine, I'm like, just when you finish the expedition, just recharge it instantly, because if you don't, you are going to forget, and you won't remember until you go back into the expedition and be like, why don't I have it? Oh, I forgot to do it. Oh, shit. So now you're on a timed thing. Like, okay, I have 30 seconds to actually get this going.
Yeah.
And plant the flag so I can get that extra chest.
Some of it's a little convoluted. Yeah. It'd be nice if they had some instruction.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does seem a little funky. I mean, I was like, okay, so they need to do this shit again? What the fuck?
Yeah.
So, yeah, lots of frustration with that.
But then on the other side, people will be like, oh my God, get this shit off my screen. I don't care.
Yeah, I get that
too. Well,
exactly. I get that too. But you just do it one time. Problem is, it always bugs out where it never stops flashing. You're like, please fix this.
Yeah, but I mean, you do it one time, you'd be like me, like, cool, I did it one time, awesome, I'm going to get off. And then now, 2 days later, I'm like, what the hell did I do? I don't remember any of this.
Yeah. Or worst case scenario is that you lose a bet and you have to play a class that you really haven't played in forever.
I don't know. I've never done that before.
So, yeah, so then you have to, yeah. So then I go and I pick up like the stuff from like the war table. I go and get this shit from fucking The Crown. I'm like, oh God, help me.
See, I'll tell you both this though. I got to play a class that I don't like. If you did all 3 classes every week, you wouldn't have this problem.
It's true. I try to.
That is a good point. Point.
I tried to do all 3. It's getting tougher, but I'm trying.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. I mean,
well, it's a little easier for me. I don't run 2 podcast shows and own a business. And,
Yeah. Oh, don't forget YouTube.
Oh, yeah. That's
Jeez.
right.
Yeah.
Because we can't spread ourselves thin enough.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do it. Let's make it thinner.
All right.
Yeah.
Back to the TWAB.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
So, can we get a King's Fall raid with a side of World's First?
God.
So, on Friday, this past week, Saltigrepo and his crew that's Clan Elysium, is back to back to back.
That's amazing.
World Firsts.
What are the odds?
So, yeah, 3 times in a row.
Anybody know how
with this?
I'm sorry. I'm just curious. Anybody know where Dado placed?
9th.
Okay. Just curious.
So, yep. Yeah. He released a video and he was pretty satisfied with finishing 9th. Because I think he finished 25th with Vow.
Mm.
So, yep. Okay. So, fun facts with the King's Fall raid. Total players that entered the raid, 458,120. And that's normal mode. Of that normal mode, people that entered the raid in challenge mode, 35,678.
Oof.
Yeah. That number plummeted.
Yeah, it did.
Total Guardian deaths in normal, 33,665,322. A lot. So, and then they break down where everything finished and everything like that. Total hours spent in the King's Fall raid, 1,989,371 in normal, and then 208,295 in challenge. That's pretty crazy.
That's impressive.
Yep. Then they have an interview.
Just beat the regular one and was like, yeah, no, I don't want to do the challenge. I'm fine.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, then they have an interview with basically Clan Elysium and talking about that. So what do you guys think of the King's Fall raid? Have you done it? Have you not done it?
I did up to War Priest. So in D1, I only ever did up to War Priest. We beat him once, and then things fell apart. I only did King's Fall twice in D1, and it was always up to the War Priest, and everybody had to get off.
Really?
The other day we did it. We got to War Priest. Everybody had to get off. Got on tonight, actually, and somebody had the Oryx checkpoint, and things were just glitching out really weird. People not paying attention. So, I mean, I'm not a big like, oh my God, I got to get this. Like, I mean, I'll get it eventually. I'm in the, 100.io. So yeah, I'll get it eventually. It doesn't bother me that I haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah. I mean, we were trying to complete Oryx before reset this week, and we just ran out of time, and Soccer's power went out and was like, well, that was our last shot. Let's just call it a night. And some great people came in and helped us out. So I think Forrest from the old Derp clan.
Yes.
She was a nice girl. Lady, sorry.
She knew her shit.
Yes, she did.
I was like blown away.
Yeah, that's right. You were with me, yeah. And it was Yeah, we finally, I was shaking the cobwebs off. I was starting to remember what to do. And they did change some of the,
They changed everything.
They really did.
It's practically a new raid.
They really did, because I was like, okay, when do we do this? Oh, we don't have to do that anymore. Oh, okay. So just getting back in the flow of it. I mean, I ran this raid so many times in my old clan, and we just ran out of time. But I'm gonna try. Maybe there'll be a team this weekend I can pick up with, and we'll finally get it done. But like I said, I'm not in any hurry. It's gonna be here. It's not going anywhere. So. I'm loving the weapon so far. I got the Doom of Chelchis, which is my favorite scout rifle from Destiny 1. And, it's got some great rolls on it too. So.
Nice.
You got a few clears, didn't you, Hazel?
Yeah, I have 3.
Nice, man.
Yeah. I'm loving the weapons. I mean, I've got a Quillam's Terminus with Killing Tally. And the Midas Reckoning. That's the fusion rifle.
Mm-hmm.
I have that with Reservoir Burst.
Nice.
And did you know this? That with the origin trait there, the cup runneth over.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. I heard about it.
Is that if you reload near allies, it overflows the magazine.
Yeah, it's a great perk.
So, we'll just follow me here though. So on Midas Reckoning, it's got Reservoir Burst. So I can overfill my magazine to like 8 or 9.
Oh, and you'll still get it like every shot for so many shots?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want that now.
I can't wait. Yeah.
I got one, but it doesn't have Reservoir Burst.
Yep. So yeah, I've gotten a bunch of weapons. One of my favorites though, surprisingly, is the Zuli's Bane.
The hand cannon?
Yeah, the hand cannon. It's not the ass that it was in D1.
Yeah, the reload took forever on that gun.
It did.
It's like, forget it. I'm just going to use another weapon.
Yeah. So yeah, I have that, and it's got incandescent on it.
Oh my God.
It's nasty.
Yeah, jeez. I got a Zuli's too. Yeah. I haven't tried it yet.
It's pretty good.
I want that Quillam's Terminus. That was one of my favorite machine guns. It was so smooth to fire it.
Have you guys cleared the raid this time around yet? Or?
Yeah, Hazel's done 3. Yeah. I've almost done
3.
1. I fell short at reset, but I'll get it done. I'm not in any hurry.
I got 2 of the Doom of Keklis or whatever it's
Doom
called.
Doom of Chelchis?
And then, and then a pair of boots. That's all I've gotten so far. I had a buddy of mine, Reaper Squirtle. He's pretty much
what a name.
He absolutely loves Squirtle. It's like he changes.
That's
to
awesome.
Squirtle.
That's a great name.
He got what's the exotic?
Touch of Malice.
Oh yeah.
He got first run. Got it.
And what's great is Bungie totally redid that weapon. It used to be useless outside of the raid, but now it's really good. I want to get one. That's for sure.
He sounded like a kid at a candy store the other day. We were just doing a couple of the seasonal things, and he's like, "Oh my God, I love this weapon!"
I love the fact that you can actually put your hand. There's an animation where you put your hand on the bar on the spinning turbine or whatever you want to call it and you can actually stop it and fire a blight back. That is so cool.
Oh God, see, and I didn't know it did that.
Oh, it's sweet, dude. You're a captain.
With him and I was like, what the hell? He hit me with
You're a taking captain. It's so awesome.
Yeah. I forgot that you can damage your allies with it. I was like, oh my God, dude, you hit me with that.
Now, I haven't been shot by one in the Crucible yet, but I'm sure it'll be coming.
Oh, yeah. Eventually, that's all you'll see.
God, you imagine that game. You imagine that thing in Trials. Oh, my God. Blind the whole team, and your team just runs over them.
You watch that thing in momentum control.
Oh, my God.
It's just going to shoot it across the map.
It's crazy. Wow.
That's amazing. But yeah, so what do you think, Gatr? Do you like it? Do you not?
I like the changes they made. Actually, the changes they made to the raid, I think, are easier. It makes the raid a little more, because it's a big raid, man. There's a lot of encounters, and there's a lot of mechanics involved, and I think they simplified a lot of them, which I'm happy for, because especially at Oryx even, there was more steps you had to go through, and it seemed a lot easier. It seemed like it flowed better to me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. I was thinking just the opposite. I mean,
really?
To me, they made it harder.
You think so? I think it was easier.
Well, I think part of it is that you're confusing.
I know. I did challenge mode.
Like Legend mode. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
We ran challenge runs so many times in Destiny 1 that's all I remember.
Yeah, I know. Same here. I mean, you always did 16 bomb strat, and yeah, exactly. But now it's just a whole new ball game altogether.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was like one thing I had to tell you was I was like, just put all of the D1 stuff out of your head.
I know. It was messing me up.
I'm like, it's just, it's way different now. Then you were like, I liked it better before.
Well, what's funny is I was
like, yeah.
I ran the day after the raid one. I ran on Saturday, and I think Salt had a little experience from Destiny 1, but everyone else never ran it before. And I'm like, okay, Gator's going to be a Sherpa today. Hang on, everybody. And then I realized how many things had changed, and we had so much trial and error. But I tell you what, it was Werewolf and his wife. You remember her name?
Savannah?
Savannah, yes. And Werewolf and his wife Savannah. We had basically NACL was in there. Mr. Monkey was in there. Am I forgetting somebody? Damn, I'll have to add it in later. I can't remember. That's 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 5. I'm missing somebody. No, it wasn't Metal Giles. I'm trying to remember who it was. Anyway, I'll add it in later. I apologize if I didn't remember you. This week has been a blur, but you guys were champs. One, you had me as a Sherpa, and I'm just not a Sherpa. I mean, I'm a lieutenant.
Wasn't it Mr. Monkey?
No, Mr. Monkey, I mentioned him. He was in there.
Oh, okay.
It was Salt, Mr. Monkey, Savannah, and Werewolf, and I'm missing somebody. Damn, I can't remember. It's like been over a week now. So, but we got through totems on day 1, or, day 2. We got through totems and we ended up War Priest. They changed something up on War Priest, which made it a lot harder to do DPS. And that's where we got kind of hung up. But I just want to give everybody a shout out there. They did a great job for not even running it before. They learned very quickly. They grasped all the mechanics very quickly. I was so happy. I want to say it was another female. No. Nope. Savannah was running with me. Was Mr. Monkey? Oh, no, it wasn't Monkey. Yes, it was Monkey. I had both monkeys. I had both monkeys. You imagine the communication issues I was going to have there? Yeah, it was Monkey and Mr. Monkey were in, and let me just say it again. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my fire team on Saturday. See how behind the scenes works. Mr. Monkey, Werewolf, his wife Savannah, and myself. We worked so well on Saturday, and we realized that and Salt, basically in ICL, and Salt had done a little bit in Destiny 1. But it was foggy, and it was foggy to me too. So I had to be the Sherpa that day. And, let's say it was an experience. It was a lot of trial and error, but I have to give a kudos to my team. They learned so quickly on all the mechanics, and we breezed through totems. I thought that's where we'd get hung up, and we ended up stopping at War Priest because there's a different mechanic in there, and we just didn't it was hard to grasp. It is still tough to do, but, yeah, I just want to give those guys a shout out. It was a lot of fun.
It wasn't tough to do.
Well, see, you used to be able to.
It's tough to do when the plate's in the middle and he hides behind the
up top
pillar.
God. Yeah. Well, the problem is used to be able to, whoever had the aura could just shoot any enemies at all because you'd have some ads that would pop out. You could shoot any enemies and extend the clock. So if you couldn't do DPS. But the way this new setup is now is you have these taken knights that appear 3 different areas, and you have to kill those knights and grab a stealer, an aura stealer.
Yeah.
And then you have to get back to the aura and swap it out before the countdown goes to 0. There's a lot more moving parts. And, I've gotten past it now.
The other one was, back in D1, it was all you had to do was just wait and shoot an ad.
That's all you had to do. It was so much easier. That's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. This one's not really harder. It's just you dedicate 2 people to doing this. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, but the problem is it's 2 people who really can't do a lot of DPS. So
it's not a problem. It's a mechanic.
It's a definite DPS check at War Priest. Because if you don't have the weapons, man, you're not going to get them down in time. and he goes in rage, and then you're over.
For sure.
But yeah, I mean, Golgoroth, I thought Golgoroth was easier. It was literally just shoot the bubbles and just switch off his gaze. I remember we used to have to run the strat where we had to let the balls chase us for the entire round.
Well, no, you shot him. You stood up on the bridge. You shot him in the back, and then you ran.
Yeah, and then you had to run when he shot all those.
That was challenge.
Darts. Yeah. See, I'm thinking challenge again, but
exactly.
I had a great time, man. I've run it a couple times. We got to Oryx, and we just ran out of time. But I can't wait to do it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All right.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to my first clear group. It was Hawks. Go Hawks 4.
Oh yeah, go Hawks.
Soccer.
Nice.
Forrest. Merlin. Van Davis. I've heard things from Davis now.
Mm-hmm. He's a good player, man.
Yeah. Dixie, the co-founder. So that's one of my clears. The other one that I had was I got Go, Slammin', Hammer Crasher, Monkey, Coma, and Priceless.
Nice.
So we got a clear.
That's good.
So
those are all new players too,
and
to the raid.
Yeah, exactly. And Hammer got Touch a Mouse.
Nice, good for him.
Yeah.
Talk about getting that.
And Monkey went out of his way to take a screenshot and post it out there for you.
Nice. I'll get it eventually. It's gonna be a fun rifle. I can't wait to get it. Just throwing blights at stuff, but and then we had I ran with you. It was Nitro and some of his buddies. The second time around,
yeah.
I don't remember
TJ.
his. Yeah, TJ Nitro. Yeah, had a great time. Those guys are fun to game with. Good times.
Oh man, that was Carpal Leader. Yeah,
Carpal Leader's clan
and his girlfriend. Yeah, and
That's
his girlfriend.
right. Yeah, it was
Redneck.
Yeah, I kept calling him Redneck, and I remember I finally figured it out. It was.
And I'm like, it's not
I know.
him.
I finally figured it out. It was Carpal Leader's girlfriend. I was like, oh, sorry.
Yep. And we kept giving you so much shit about out damaging the div person. We're like, come on, Gatr,
dude,
you can do it.
I don't know what was going on, but my damage numbers were piss poor, man. So I'm about to do some YouTube.
Well, it's all new, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So
just getting the reps, man.
Get in there. Yep. Get in there. Not just you, but everybody. Get in there, you know, hit us up. Say, hey, let's do a raid. You know, as I start to feel better, I'll be up till, you know, the usual 2, 3 a.m. and doing this shit with y'all.
I need to say something here. We've had a lot of new members in our Discord lately. And,
holy shit, have we?
I just want to reiterate, hey guys, register with the 100.io bot. And we have several Discords that have, we all share like populations as far as putting games together. And, we've had a couple guys that come in and go, hey, can anybody want to run this with me this weekend? And you just have to direct them to the, to getting set up. It's in our frequently asked questions channel. It'll tell you all how to do it.
It's pinned as well.
It's pinned. Yes, exactly. So don't be afraid to register with the 100.io. And then we have the OWL Sector Alliance. You have to make sure you check that on groups or alliances. And that way it'll only go to those Discords. You won't get any strangers in it. You'll get people that are in our Discord. And man, we've got so many games going on right now. I was trying to get in one this weekend. Wow. It's already booked up. I'm like, okay, this brings back bad memories.
And I got my clan to start, like I'm telling them, like get in the 100.io, get in the OWL sector. Cause I mean, I can't even count the number of times where it'd be like, all right, well, we're doing this at this time and this night. And we get, oh dude, sorry, something came up. I can't do it. And now we just have 5 for a raid. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess we're not doing it. It's like, well, if you do it on the 100.io, you know, they have that. And I absolutely love that feature where it's like we have 6, but if somebody has to drop out, it's like they have the backups.
Yeah, it's great.
Right. All right, you're the first backup, so you're in now. Are you ready? Like, yeah, I'm on right now playing Crucible, so nice. I'll be on there in a second.
It's a nice interface. It really is. Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
And credit to Kingsley. He's the one who put this together and made it all work with all the Discords.
Yeah, and I was telling a lot of my clan members, I'm like, I actually, you know, chatted with the guy on Discord before. Like, he's the one that actually made it. Like, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why he's the worm god.
Yep.
Yeah. And welcome everyone who has been joining our Discord. I've been telling all my mods, hey, ping me. I want to make sure I welcome everyone that comes in this Discord. And it's been daily. I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
It's just so much fun.
Multiples on some days. Like,
I'm just meeting so many new people. It's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And sharing their stories in the introduction channel. It's just been a lot of fun. So I just want to say,
the past couple of weeks, it's been like,
it's been nuts, man.
So
I'm
many
loving it.
People.
I'm loving it. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I just want to mention that.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're doing a TWAB? I can't remember.
Sorry. Yeah, we are. Sorry, Monkey messaged me about scrims, and I'm like, yeah, we'll get something going, I promise.
Yeah. The man loves to play scrims.
Calm your tits. We'll be there.
Keep your panties on.
Pretty much, man.
Underwear on.
Okay, so teaming up with Team Rubicon for National Preparedness Month. So, if you donate $50 to Team Rubicon, you'll get a snazzy green emblem.
Looks good, too.
And Team Rubicon is basically just a pretty cool company. They are all about like helping out during natural disasters and emergencies and things like that. It's like a bunch of veterans as well, I think. So, yeah.
Very nice.
Pretty noble cause.
It is.
Okay. So, message to Guardians with photosensitivity. They are working on it. That's the TLDR.
Yep.
Okay. Shit's broken.
There it is.
Lots of shit's broken.
Lots of stuff.
Lots of shit got fixed, coincidentally enough. Prime Gaming engrams.
Ooh.
Darcy is out there,
Nice.
a ship, and also a nifty emblem. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So, all you gotta do is go to Prime Gaming on Amazon, link your stuff, and then you'll go ahead and get the loot. It'll be waiting for you at Holiday.
Those emblems are kicking butt, too, man. They look good.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, movies. Art. A future so bright, it's calling Gondor for aid. It's about the diversity and inclusion, diversity and equity program, that they're running. And they're going to have a virtual booth. And yeah, gonna be pretty cool. I mean,
I like it.
That.
It's very cool.
Yep. Okay. And then, TWABs. They grow up so fast. And that's pretty much everything. I should go. Love hippie. One thing I did want to point out is with the hotfix. I know I usually don't go into this, but, so with it they fixed the arc resilience for Titans and Warlocks.
Thank God.
Congratulations there. And then also, I don't know if you experienced this, Gatr, but they fixed an issue where a very loud sound would play when your team wipes on Golgoroth.
Nope. Didn't have that problem.
God. It hit me twice, and
Really?
I was like, I took my headset off and threw it both times. It was fucking loud.
Wow.
It's like an extra punishment if you died.
Oh, my God. Don't wipe.
Yeah. It was super loud.
Jeez.
All right. And that is everything. That's a TWAB.
All right. Thanks, Hazel. Lots of good news in there. And, all right. My favorite time of our show. It's our Discord and community questions. We'll do that right after this. Hey, Guardians. Would you like to send a question for the show to us? There are 4 easy ways to do it.
First, join our Discord server. There's a join link in our show notes. We have some great gamers in there, and you can just lurk or hang out and jump right in and talk to us, whatever you'd like to do. There's also a channel labeled Podcast Questions where you can type in your question for the show.
You can also email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com, or we also occasionally tweet about our upcoming show and guest, and you can respond there with your question at Guardian_D_cast is our Twitter handle.
Finally, you can send us a voicemail with your questions at speakpipe.com/guardiandowncast, all one word, and we'll play it live on the show.
Thanks to all of you out there who do listen to our show. And Toddles.
And later, Guardian.
Hey, man. That's my line.
What?
Yeah.
Says who?
It's in
Prove
the script. It's my line. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our question and answer segment from our community. And we've got questions from our Discord, lots of questions. And, of course, some speak pipes. So we're going to tag team in here, Hazel, and I'll start out with a speak pipe. And this is from Mohafo.
Hello. So I'm just coming off a 3-week break at Destiny. I say 3-week break. Like I logged in one time to buy something off Xur, and I logged in one time to buy a mod. But regardless, the point still stands. Yeah, feels oddly refreshing. Kind of just want to like play Destiny into the ground, but at the same time, I gotta understand my limits. Maybe it's the Witch Queen thing. I don't know. Maybe I went too crazy then, or maybe I'm not even burnt out. I'm just playing other games and I'm fine with it. I'm not overthinking or anything. Well, I wanted to ask a question for the show would be, you guys taking a break off Destiny? Be it 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, months, half a year, and you came back and did you feel way better for it? Or did you feel like, damn it, I missed out on a lot of stuff? I personally don't feel like that, because obviously I only had a 3-week break. I didn't miss anything in the season. I did the season story. I'm always curious, like when people take breaks, of course they're happy, like, they had time to either not even play games at all, or to just play other stuff. But then do they feel a little bit regret? Because I'd feel like I would have a little bit regret, like if I missed, I don't know, like 2-3 seasons of max. Granted, maybe it wouldn't be as bad now because you still have seasons for longer of the year, like at least seasonal activities, so you can still somewhat do the season story and activities in a few seasons after, but I don't want to chance it. But yeah, just a little question for the show. We'll be awaiting your answers. Goodbye.
Mohafo never disappoints. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Thanks for that speak pipe, Mo. What do you think? Taking breaks, Minor?
Oh yeah. Well, like I said before, that before Shadowkeep, I took 1.5 years out. Last 1 or 2 weeks of the last season, I got on to hoard bounties, and I was playing Horizon Forbidden West.
The new one, yeah.
Yeah, just like dipping into that. I would say people were lying if they didn't say they had games that they hadn't really, even if they hadn't had games that they haven't beaten or dipped into. But yeah, I have a ton. So, just take a break. It does. It's not going to hurt. The game's not going anywhere. You own it, so it'll be there when you get back.
Sure, definitely.
Yeah.
What do you think, Hazel?
Well, I took off what was it? Season of the...
Oh yeah, I remember that.
The one with the Warmind?
Yeah,
where you were...
It was Warmind.
You had to No, it wasn't Warmind. It was the one where you had the things that you had to what was that one public event?
The Silver Leaves? The Season of Arrivals?
No. It was the one, I think, before that. It was the one where Saint 14 came back.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of it. Jeez.
It's I came back just for that mission, and then I was like, all right, I'm back out.
I remember that.
So, I missed a whole season. And I don't even think I missed it. It was just one of those things where I was like, I'm just having fun playing other stuff. It's, whatever there was out there, there's going to be another thing coming around that's either the same thing or better. So it's okay. I'm good.
Yeah, the most time I've ever taken off, I think I've taken a week off before, but I've always at least signed in and done a few bounties or something and when I always hop on after a week off, I'll be like, oh my gosh, this game looks beautiful. Because you take it for granted when you do it every day. And you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, this looks good. It's definitely a fresher look. I can't explain how, but it just feels fresher than just doing it every day. But usually what I do when I take a break, I'd start catching up on my shows on TV. But I usually don't play any other games. If I do, it'd be Elden Ring with my son, but that's about it. Thanks, Mo. Go ahead, Hazel. Let's grab one from the Discord.
Okay. All right. So, question from Daddy Prime. Question for Dude. It's Minor. What's your favorite movie?
Oh, God, that's a hard one. I don't really have a favorite movie. I have a lot of favorite movies. I watched... God. Matrix is up there, but like recently it's been...
Dude, where's
Tenet?
my car? Oh, sorry.
Tenet.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Tenet.
right?
Nice.
Tenet
is... Oh, God, that is the only movie in my life that I have ever watched and then instantly started over.
Watch it again.
Yeah.
I was
exactly
like,
what I was
oh
going
my
to say.
God. Because it was just like, oh my God, that was such a mind bend. I have to watch that again.
Yeah.
Yep. I can definitely agree with you there. All right.
You want to do one more?
2 more here.
Go for it.
Yeah. I'll do 2 more just so I can
All right.
uncheck these. So, okay. Daddy Prime, question for Dude. It's Minor. What's the best parenting advice you can give at Brittany?
And for our listeners, Brittany is pregnant. She's due in January, I think.
Yeah.
One of our community members.
Take the time. Don't worry about so she's going to have a newborn, obviously. You have a husband there, let him take care of the baby and sleep as often as you can. When the baby goes to sleep, you're going to be like, oh, I want to clean this. I want to clean that. I want to clean this. Like, sleep. You need sleep more than anything. The house will be clean eventually. Just sleep. You need your sleep.
Yeah, it'll be clean in about 18 years.
Don't worry about it.
That's fine. Yeah, right? It's, you can have plenty of time.
Don't worry. Until they're 25, they'll always be dirty. And my daughter moved in. She's not here tonight. But she's been living in our house while she's working on her house. They're redoing some stuff. And it's like, oh my God, the dishes are just a little bit more to clean and there's more crap laying around and then you never get used to it. You never get used to it. Yeah,
that's the one thing. My son is spending the week with my stepson and the house I don't think has ever been cleaner.
Or quiet, right?
Because it's just my wife and I, so
right.
It's like everything's clean.
It's so
it's
nice.
Awesome. She'll tell you different, but
I would tell Brittany that Coma and yourself divide and conquer. When the little one comes, everyone, it's all hands on deck. I'm sure Hazel will agree here. It's a whole new world, man. When you have a newborn.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, what I would say would be basically a combination of what they both said, where it's not all on you. Don't ever feel like it is. Put Coma's ass to work.
Yep.
Okay.
Make him work. Yeah. Sorry, Coma.
Because my wife didn't put me to work. I kept asking. I know. Got into a lot of fights. And she just bought into this belief that she was just she had to do it all because she's the mom.
Super mom.
And I was like, fuck that. It's like, fuck that.
Yeah. And the problem is it's not good for her because it's already stress enough. She just had a baby. But the fact that there's postpartum depression possibly, there's a lot of things that can happen from just hormone changes in your body. So you got to have the support. You got to have the support. And my wife was the same way, Hazel. She tried to put it all on her shoulders and she would collapse one day. I'm like, all right, you finally going to let me help you now? Good. Okay. Moving on.
Yeah. You think those pregnancy hormones are raging when you're pregnant. Like after you have it, it's like, it's
just a lack of sleep. Just a lack of sleep. See, I sleep so soundly. The baby would never wake me up. So my wife was always on night duty, but I would handle it in the morning when she slept in. So we helped out. We found out where our strengths were and we worked together. That's something you have to, it's different for everybody. You'll just have to kind of cross that bridge.
Yep. Okay. He has one last question here. Can you check up on Hazelnut and make sure he's still okay? I know playing a warlock has been very hard on him.
He'll be fine.
It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
Yep. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Daddy. I love you too.
Daddy Prime.
Whoa.
That's Daddy Prime.
Oh, Daddy Prime. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of Daddy Prime, let's go with Rodimus Prime here. He's got a question for us.
Hey guys, Rodimus here. I got a multiple part question here. As I'm driving home from work, I'm driving through a massive thunderstorm. So I guess, have you ever tried to outrun a thunderstorm to get home so you don't get dumped on by the time you get in your driveway? Well, I was trying to do that tonight, but I haven't made it. So I'm sitting in my car as we're completely getting dumped on. But I'm also enjoying the lightning show. So I guess the next question is have you just sat out on your porch or your deck and just kind of watched the storm roll in and roll out? I got some real big lightning bolts happening. I got some real loud bangs. One, I thought I was going to die because it felt like it was like on top of me. But just kind of wondering if you ever sat on your deck or your porch or out your window or in your car. If you ever watched the storm roll in and roll out. It's kind of enjoying and serendipitous. So, anyways, have a good night. Love you. Bye.
I think Minor.
Actually, a couple weeks ago, I was working and I was delivering to a bowling alley. And as I was driving to the bowling alley, I could see the lightning storm coming. And so I get to the place and I start running stuff in, and it starts raining, and then the strikes started getting closer. And so I go inside and I'm talking to the owner and I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to hang out here for a few minutes because it's getting pretty close. So I'm surprised you guys still have, and before I could finish the sentence, all the power went out. And this place, they have an apartment complex like maybe 200 yards away. And the bartender, he's like, oh my God, the apartment complex just got struck. Like it got hit is how close it was. Mm. And so I'm just sitting there with my truck, I can't go in my truck because it's a giant metal box. So I'm just standing inside waiting for everything to pass. Like, yeah, no, this is, this is kind of terrifying, but also really cool.
Nice. Hazel, what about you, man?
Yeah, I always try to outrace the storm. And then I always end up getting stuck in it. So then I always just sit there and I'm just like looking and I'm just like, wow, it's pretty nice and peaceful out here. Even though it's raining and lightning and everything else, it's just like, look at that. Mother Nature's doing her thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like every day now in Florida. This is our rainy season. And it's kind of serene to sit there in the truck and just listen to the drops. But the lightning, my dog just goes ape shit. She does not like lightning, and you can see it. She gets so worked up. You literally have to hang on to her like tight because she just gets so wound up. I feel really bad for her, but thank God the thunderstorms don't last, but the lightning storms have been nuts lately. But I tell you what, the best thing to sit back and watch is when a hurricane's coming through your state and you're watching 100-year-old oak trees swirling around and you're like, yeah, another wind gust like that, it's going to be on my house. But it's amazing. It's amazing to see Mother Nature, the strength of Mother Nature,
Yeah, that was the question I was going to have for Hazel was like, so Gatr, you have hurricane season. Up here, we have wildfire season. So what does Hazel have in Ohio? Does he have any weird season that's not an actual season?
We have yellow barrel season. When basically it's like they do construction on all of our roads in summer.
Oh.
And they shut down like parts of highways during during work days and everything else. So it's like, they'll take a 4-lane highway and turn it into like a 2-lane road. And yeah.
We've had a lot of that because the city I live in wasn't very ADA compliant. So we have a lot of side roads closed because they're just putting in sidewalks everywhere and, ramps to cross the street. And so it's been pretty brutal the last couple of years. But I mean, I get it because once they put them in, it's like, yeah, that was really a problem for anyone in a wheelchair at all.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
All right, Hazel, what else we got in the Discord, man?
Okay. So, Daddy Prime asks, question for Dude. It's Minor. If Gatr and Hazel had a stone circle death match, who would win?
Jeez. We're probably about the same size, aren't we? I mean, I'm what? Yeah, I'm right at 6 feet, about 238. What are you, Hazel?
Probably 5'11", 220.
Yeah, so you'd be a little faster, probably.
Yeah, so I don't know a lot about what Hazel's background is, but just right off the bat, I'd have to say Gatr, because, I mean, instantly I'm thinking, pest control. He's going to bring a spider to the match and throw it at you.
Game over.
But, I mean, anybody that was born and raised in Florida, and as he said before, oh, yeah, I used to go with my brother and catch snakes, yeah, I mean, have you seen Florida? They have alligators walking around.
Oh, we used to swim in ponds, yeah.
He's a good old boy. Like, I don't go against good old boys.
I'm a good old boy, but I'm a softie, man. I'm just a big soft teddy bear. I mean, I get mad,
snakes. But... hey, look, there's a gator over there. Like, fuck that.
We were pretty stupid as kids, that's for damn sure.
Right? Ignorance is definitely bliss.
Yeah. So many good times.
So nice. And those old dudes know secrets, so
I just bring my jiu-jitsu son out.
Yeah. There you go. No cheating.
It's a tag team match all of a sudden.
I would definitely go for I could just imagine Hazel screaming like Marv from Home Alone. He's just going to throw a tarantula on you.
Oh, God. Yeah.
That's not even funny.
You can't even mention spiders, man. He'll start looking around.
Hazel's going to be like,
not. How do you know?
I'm looking, man. I know you're looking around right now. You're looking for webs.
Oh, man. You just feel not. That, like, you get a tickle on your arm.
All right.
See what I mean? I told you. I swear, I got a recording of him going, oh, wait a minute. Fuck, there's a spider. And he goes,
oh, yeah, no, I heard it. He's like, hang on. See, but that's it right there. You get in a stone match, Gator's just going to start talking about spiders, and he's going to be like, oh, fuck.
I'll just have a jar of spiders. Like, come on. No, fuck that. I'm out. You win.
He's just one step backwards out of the circle. Like, I'm done. See ya.
I really hope we all meet up at GCX next year. I can't wait to see everybody in person. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Stone Circle Deathmatch. There you
go. There you go. I can't guarantee that. Now, I think RNG Gatr promised one of those. 2 Gators are going to be wrestling in November.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Mud wrestle. Oh, wait. What?
No.
Yeah. Daddy Prime goes on to ask, what's your favorite weapon in Destiny right now?
Overall, I would say Witherhorde.
Nice.
Right now, since the new season, is that new assault rifle. That thing is amazing. You had to pre-order it, though. You had to pre-order the new.
Yeah, and by the way, DLC. It's been dismantled. It's been disabled again. I just got a tweet.
Yeah,
Bungie helped send out a tweet. They disabled it again.
Yeah, just in raids and dungeons and I think Gambit and Crucible.
Okay. So I was just using it today doing some
I was using it in Gambit and Crucible last week, and it's like, oh my God, this thing is ridiculous.
That's what happens when you release future content, right?
Honestly, Witherhorde, I'm one of those weirdos where I love Gambit, but I don't cheese it. I don't go in with Gallarhorn. Like I think I'm at 21 Army of Ones. I go in with the Battle XR or whatever.
The battle rifle from the 30th anniversary.
And the Adept Hung Jury. And I'll invade and kill everybody just with the Hung Jury.
God, it's the one rifle I don't have. I'm so irritated.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That thing, it's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, they're down.
It's my favorite rifle in Destiny 1. It's a great scout rifle. I miss it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I hope they bring it back. You want to go one more, Hazel?
Well, actually, I just want to mention here, Infernius, he had a question for the show. How many, have you guys cleared the King's Fall raid already? If so, how many times, and how do you like the changes? We've already talked about that, so there you go. And then Mr. Monkey had a question for the show about how much PvP have you played this season, and what are your thoughts on post-skill-based matchmaking
implementation? We covered that. Yep.
Yeah, look at that. Answering questions like we were professional.
Question asked, question answered.
There it is.
Okay.
Drafty.
You can hit up.
All right, here we go. I've got one here from, this one is for me. It's from Uncle Scumdeath. It was timely, so I want to make sure I answered it tonight. Okay, I'll just play it.
Hello, Scumdeath here. I have a question for Gatr. I've just sat out in my garden and there is flies, blue bottles everywhere. all in the house, in the garden. It's not just my house, it's everybody's house. They are everywhere at the minute. It is the 1st of October. So obviously you got different climates than me, but I've tried Googling it and I can't really find out why there's so many flies. Are they baby blue bottles? I'm not sure this time of year. I don't know, but they are everywhere. It's a nightmare. They're always landing on your head and that, and when you ain't got no hair, it's a fucking pain in the ass. Yeah, I don't know if you can answer this question being a lawyer. So, yeah, I thought I'd throw it out there, mate. I'm looking at them now. Oh, they're fucking horrible. They're lovely colours, but fucking they all land on shit and then they land on me. Yeah, story of my life. Anyway, love you all. Bye.
Well, at least it's not a spider. Yeah, here's the thing with flies. The one thing that I've been hearing from the UK folk is that it's been hot as hell. Record heat, over there. And the one thing flies like is heat because their metabolism is based off temperature usually. And their life cycle is very fast. So they can be here today and gone tomorrow. It's weeks, literally. The one thing I would probably say to look around for is, since the heat has been so bad and you guys have your windows open a lot because you don't have air conditioning, the aircon, whatever you want to call it. The thing about flies is they, when you have a lot of humidity and warmth and heat, is they're much more active and they reproduce faster. But what I would look around for, you said that you and your neighbors all had them. Look around for like any commercial buildings or anything that has dumpsters or, where they put their trash every day, especially if it's food based. And look for an area around your neighborhood where you live where there might be someone maybe leaving out a pile of trash or something somewhere, because you'll be surprised. That can create a mountain of flies, especially if there's a big food source. So, yeah, I hope that helps. I mean, flies are pretty similar no matter what species. They all reproduce pretty much the same way. So, I don't know the blue bottle fly. Actually, we do have the green ones over here. Anyway, it's pretty much the same across the board. So, hopefully that helps. And, I would just definitely sanitize your drains, anything like that. You can put a little Clorox down them. Sometimes that'll help clean up the algae that's in your drains. They, will lay their eggs in that as well, especially drain flies, your smaller flies. But for the bigger, more standard fly, it's usually trash and refuge areas. So I would look around for that. I bet you'll find the culprit. I want to make sure I answered that because, he's suffering from it right now. Not really much I can tell him to do there, other than that they will go away as fast as they appear. I'll do one more here.
Okay.
This is from, speak of the devil, TJ Nitro. Here we go.
Hey guys, Nitro TJ here. I know you guys are older, but I was curious. Did either of you two rock the mullet when you were growing up?
The mullet. Wow. Hell, I think you apply here too, Minor. You rock the mullet, man?
No. Absolutely not.
You had a fro, right?
Yeah, my hair went up. It didn't go down. So I couldn't grow a mullet to save my life.
All right. I will just say that there were a lot of mullets in my high school. And, it's a good old boy city I live in. It's a lot of rednecks and stuff. And it was a big thing. But I never grew one.
Pics or it didn't happen?
No, my mom would never let me grow a mullet. I was a
good for her.
I was the band nerd, man, who played football. I don't think my coach would even let me do that. Back then, that was not looked well upon. So yeah, that's a no, dog. All right, Hazel, let's a few more here.
Yeah. Native Raider. Question for the show. With talks of Bungie doing a major film about Destiny, what actors would you like to see play Zavala, Cade, and Ikora? If it's a live action, not animated. I'm thinking Dennis Haysbert from The Unit and the Allstate guy as Zavala. Definitely Ryan Reynolds as Cade and Halle Berry as Ikora. Who are you casting?
Good question, man.
Dang.
I think that's crossed all our minds, hasn't it? Now that Sony's bought Bungie. Kind of wonder. What do you think, Minor?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just playing those parts, man. Got any ideas?
Honestly, I don't know. I His name escapes me right now, but the guy that does the voice for Zavala.
Yeah, Lance Reddick.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, he loves doing it. I wouldn't mind seeing him as Zavala. I think that'd be awesome. I mean, Cade and Ikora, though, who knows? God, I leave that to the pros.
All right.
Gatr.
Oh, I've got ideas. This was a great question. I got some ideas here. What about Michael Keaton as Cade 6? Wouldn't that be awesome? That'd be great. Lance Reddick, of course, for Zavala. But if Lance Reddick was not available, how about Lawrence Fishburne? He might be a good Zavala. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, The Walking Dead, as a Drifter.
Mm.
How about Willem Dafoe or Terrence Stamp, who played General Zod in Superman 2, as Saint 14? Because that'd bring that energy, that Russian accent energy. And Patrick Stewart as Shax. Can you imagine him yelling? It's mayhem!
I'd still put Lenny James as Shax.
Thank you. Thank you so much. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see that too. But what about...
what do you mean you see that too? He's the voice of him.
Yeah, I know. I could see him. I could see the real voice actors playing him in the series too. But I know a lot of people have gone Halle Berry for Ikora, but what about Anne Hathaway? She could be I think she could be a good actress for that role. She could play that alluring, kind of secretive female character. I don't know. Those are my ideas. What do you got, Hazel?
I'm sorry. I'm still here. I'm just horrified by your answers.
Those are great answers, man. You imagine Willem Dafoe as Saint 14? He'd bring that energy, man.
No. Just no.
Okay.
Ew. No. Yeah. I think you're the guy that Sony hires to pitch their movies to, like Morbius, and they're like, "Hey, do you like this?" And you're like, "Yeah, it's great." And they release it to everybody, and everybody else is like,
"I don't know.
How did this get greenlit?"
I was just throwing crap on the wall and see what stuck. Those are just some ideas I came up with.
Yeah. All you did was get your wall all shitty. I think I would just leave it as it is.
Really?
I would leave. Yeah, I would do. Nathan
North?
Fillion as Cade.
Oh, okay.
What?
Well, Nolan North was doing him at the end there.
Well, yeah, but originally it was Nathan Fillion.
Right.
So, yeah, Nathan Fillion, Lance Reddick, what's her name? Gloria.
Had a live action show. That would be different.
Yeah, because, come on now. We've spent so much time with these people that anybody else is going to pale in comparison. Gina Torres. So.
As who? Ikora?
Ikora.
Yeah, that's the actress that plays her, that does the voice.
Denai Guerrero would be a good Ikora too.
Yeah. Because I know they have new people doing for her, because I think she's doing a movie or something like that, and she couldn't do both. But yeah. I just think that, to me, we spent so much time with these characters in this world that, to me, if they put anybody else in there, I'm going to be like, no.
Yeah, I could still hear Patrick Stewart, Shax.
Realistically, though, if they did make a live-action movie, they wouldn't use any of the characters from the game in the movie at all.
Yeah, I know.
Probably not. They probably knew some kind of original story or something that was.
Oh yeah, they might have one or two. Big
that's
names.
kind of what they did.
I would hope
with
for
Halo.
That.
They did that kind
I'd
of
hope
with
for
Halo.
that.
Yeah.
Master Chief ass, I guess. Yeah.
So
that's what everybody wanted to see, I guess.
Yeah.
But
right.
but yeah, I don't know. I could see them maybe doing a cameo of those characters and stuff like that, but have it be about other people, other Guardians that are out there doing stuff. And that would, to me, would be a better way to navigate that.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to save that question because I like it so much. Okay. Midge Mellon. I think that's Midge Mellon. Him and I had a nice conversation today about the stats in Destiny. What does mobility do? Resilience. Yeah, things like that.
See, that's how we can help everyone. Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. I told him to play a little game. Run Void Hunter. I told him like the list of stuff, and then try to stay invisible for as long as he can and not kill anyone. And he's like, really?
There's so much to learn, man.
Curious to see how that went.
Yeah.
So, he was asking about builds. So,
right.
His question for the show. If you won the lottery, and I'm saying 400 plus million, what are you doing with it?
My go-to answer for any time, because it always comes up, especially when the lottery gets really high. Like, what are you going to do? My go-to answer is always, I'm going to disappear. You'll not find me. Like, yeah, I'll still be online playing games, but it's like, yeah, what are you going to do?
Get an alt character.
If you win $900 million, like, I'm going to disappear.
Alt account.
Be gone. Like, I'm moving, I'm taking my family, and we're leaving, and nobody's going to know where we're at.
You're like, I'm lucky if I'll know where I'm at.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the first thing I would do is I would take my wife on like a around the world trip. Just take like 4 or 5 months off and just take our time if we had the money. That's one thing I'd love to do. Especially a European cruise. That just sounds so much fun. Yeah, that's kind of what I would do. That to start at least. What about you, Hazel?
Nice. I always have said that I was going to work. Like, regardless, no matter how much I won, I would still work. And that kind of thing. But I think I'm changing my tune on that now. Because now I'm like, that was young Hazel talking. This is more mature Hazel, and he's like, fuck work.
Yeah.
So, I would basically, buy a different house, do all that stuff, move the family. People would be able to know where we are. I'm not like, completely antisocial like our guest. But,
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, the family and everything would know where we are. But it's like, no, we're traveling. I'm going to be gone.
Be like easy. Bye, Felicia.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Shade away.
Yeah. Though, I mean, take my family on a trip and do all that stuff.
Yeah, do everything. That's the answer. Do everything.
Do all the things.
All the things in the world. We do it. Nice. Thanks for that question. Good question.
Yeah. Man,
we got a lot of questions.
Oh, shit, Sherlock. I do have like 2 here that are kind of timely.
Okay.
Daddy Prime. Question for the show. Did Spider do you dirty this week?
Yeah, he did. Did you get those legs?
I didn't get the legs even.
What? I got legs for a different character, man. Like, you kidding me? I got Titan legs.
I clicked on the button, like the third engram or third icon.
Right.
I didn't get shit.
Yeah, he didn't give you anything?
I didn't get anything.
Oh, yeah, I got green Titan legs. I'm like, I'm a warlock. What am I going to do with these? And he even said in the spoiler alert, he says, enjoy your skinny pants.
Nice.
I was like, oh my God, this guy.
So I'm like, Hazel, I didn't get anything. So yeah, he did me dirty.
Yeah. So who did he do dirty-er?
I don't know. I immediately threw those pants away.
Yeah, so you had to take the time to do that. I didn't even have to do that. So
yeah,
yes, I did.
I don't know.
This is me.
It's almost like running a legendary lost sector.
Jeez,
pretty much. So Drafty asks, "Do you like it when Spider is dirty?"
Drafty. I just wish you would sell stuff like legendary shards.
Yeah, right. Anything.
Yeah, I'm like, why am I visiting this guy? He didn't have anything for me anymore. It has a spider sign at the door. I'm like, okay, what are we going to get in here? Let's see. Oh, he's got nothing for me.
Okay, moving on.
Yep.
That ship has sailed.
It has.
Okay.
Oh, good questions. Good questions tonight. Mo had a PSA here. Let's see what he has to say. This was informational, especially to the new players. I thought this was a good message.
Right, guys, just noticed that. Picked up the game again after 5 days because I was away. So, went to the Enclave, to try and shape a weapon, and then realized there's these foundry quests. So, like the one I've shaped the auto rifle. It has good perks on it, I'm assuming, and then like the linear fusion rifle as well. It's like, you know, when people say, "Oh, well, when you start the game and you don't know what to use or whatever," like the game right now, at least maybe just this season, literally gives you quests, and then all you have to do is make the weapon, level it up. Yeah, it requires effort, but like you basically just did what the game told you to do. Like, imagine that. The game gives you weapons, you have to craft them, level them up, but then you can pick out the roles, you know, that you want. You don't have to worry about RNG, you just have to level it up. Now, of course, a new player would need to understand what the god role would be, but I'm sure plenty of people would already have the videos up by now. But regardless, I think this is a good thing that they've done. So bravo, Bungie. GG's. And all you guys be like, "Oh my god, new players don't have weapons to use." They're giving you, right? They're giving you. All you have to do is just do a few activities and you're sorted. So, I don't know, I want to give credit where it's due. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Enjoy the rest of the show. Bye-bye now.
Thanks, Mo. Well, new players have to know where the crafting table is first. But yeah,
hey, Mo, I just want to throw out there that I refuse to say that I sound like a Jewish grandmother.
Yeah, really. What's up with that, man?
Okay. Did you hear that when he said that?
I know, I heard it.
He sounded like a Jewish grandmother. I was like, come on now.
Sense.
It's just uncalled for.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, I know. All right, Hazel. God, man, we got a lot of good questions in there. Go ahead. Go for it.
All right. Grackle, question for the show. If you could give the keys to the Destiny bus, i.e. full creative control over every aspect of the game, for one season to anybody in the world, who would it be? Elon Musk? MCU boss Kevin Feige? Kanye West? Season of the Yeezy?
Oh, God.
Your spouse?
Who you giving the keys to, Minor?
Well, definitely not my spouse, because she'd probably.
I was just going to say that. Certainly will not be your wife.
Well, I'll take door number 2 with Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
No, it can be anybody. It doesn't have to be those people.
Anybody?
No, I'm going to take that one.
I like that
God.
one.
Yeah.
And what he's done for Star Wars alone is fantastic.
Exactly.
Hazel will disagree, but that's okay.
For Star Wars alone, what?
I mean, all the new Star Wars stories. You know, the spinoffs.
Okay. All right. Hey, Discord. I'm not going to touch that. I'm going to leave that one to you. I love you. Okay. Who would I give it to? I'd give it to The Rock. I'd be curious to see what the hell he'd come up with.
All right, let's keep going, man.
Okay. Fluffy Fingers MD asks, question for the wonderful people currently on the show. So you're going to have some toast with jelly or jam. Really, it's up to you, and it's the best of the best. Question is, are you pairing it with butter, peanut butter, or other? Let us know.
Peanut butter.
Dude, it's always peanut butter.
Yep.
And it's probably going to be jam, not jelly. He says either, but that's what I'm going with.
So you put jam and peanut butter on it?
Hell yeah, man. You never had peanut butter jelly or peanut butter jam toast?
No. That's a fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, but on toast is even better.
Okay. I'll give it a shot.
That's debatable.
Minor, have you done that before?
What's that? With the peanut butter and jelly on toast?
Yeah.
No, usually just a sandwich most of the time. If it's anything,
Thank you.
Just
it's all
peanut
bread,
butter on
man.
toast.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's not the same.
That's enough sugar on one piece of toast.
Now, I still have to give Elmer Fudd credit with that toasted cheese sandwich with strawberry jelly on top or jam on top. Oh my God, that was so good.
Yep.
Really?
That was so dude, don't knock it till you try it.
Interesting.
Yep. I got to give him credit. Yep.
It's the salt and the butter and the cheese combined with the sweetness of the jelly. It's so good, man.
Oh, yeah.
Never would have thought of that.
Yep. Yeah, we definitely owe him.
Yeah, we do.
Okay,
Royalties.
so
Yeah, I'm hungry now.
He's got the Smuckers Connect.
Okay, I've got, oh God. I've got a question from Hades here, and he says I can't listen to it until everyone hears it at the same time. So here's Hades.
What's up, guys? Hades here. Been a while since I've done one of these, and I haven't got a clue why, but it just has. My bad. So, thanks to the joys of TikTok, I have found a new thing. And if you know what it is, then don't actually admit it. But if you haven't seen pictures, what do you think a mountain chicken is? And now Google it.
No, I asked him to verify what that was. He said,
so do you. Love you.
He said mountain chicken? That's what he confirmed, that because it was a little garbled there. I guess there was a lot of wind blowing. He said mountain chicken. He says to Google it.
I gotta go over to this and
Mountain
Google it.
chicken.
Isn't it like a frog or something?
Yeah, it's a frog. Big deal. What's the big deal? Mountain chicken. Yeah, I'm looking at pictures of it here. It's a giant ditch frog. You guys see that? Dude, we have those everywhere here. I mean, we don't have those, but we have those big water frogs.
Yeah, we don't have anything.
He thinks this
like
is
that.
gross? This is gross? Nah. This is nothing, man. We get those Cuban tree frogs there too, man. They'll stick to the top of your door frame outside. Just look for bugs to grab up. Yeah, that's a good size frog.
Yeah, it's a big one, but
it's like, that's no big deal over here, man. Sorry, Hades. I hate to disappoint you, dude. That's like every day in the States.
Wah, wah, wah.
You see it, Hazel?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, it's a
frog. Okay. Let's go. Well, all right. I feel bad for Hades. I got to give him one more. And then we'll go out on your question. All right, Hades, take 2.
Sup, peeps? Hades here, sat on the side of a mountain because Gatr said ages ago, a couple of times, go out, enjoy fresh air, and it's bloody beautiful here.
Touch grass, dude.
I love it. Although, thinking about it now, actually, the guy that told us to go out and see fresh air used to sit at the Cosmodrome and just listen to the wind instead of going outside and doing it.
Damn you.
Yeah, so I've completely lost where I was going from that now. But, yeah. Something I've learned since moving to Wales is it is bloody beautiful here, and the people that live here don't tend to enjoy it. So, when was the last time you went somewhere and went, holy shit, this is amazing? And then people were like, whatever, because they've seen it every day for the last however many years. Love the show, love you both, and have fun.
Well, that's probably the whole state of Oregon, right, Minor?
Oh, yeah. It's a little smoky here right now because of, like I said before, wildfire season.
Right.
The last time that happened with me, we went to a small coastal town called Bandon, and it was amazing. Like, it was just beautiful when we went there. It was, I mean, I live in a town of 90,000 people, and I think this place had a quarter of that. It was a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, but it was beautiful. Just right on the coast, foggy in the morning.
On the coast of Oregon?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I'm sure people are going to look it up when they listen to this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful place.
Very cool, man. Where's your beautiful place, Hazel?
I got to go with like the San Juan Islands and
Seattle.
Seattle.
I was going to say that. You were just there.
Yeah. I mean, holy hell. I mean, we missed each other by just a matter of probably hours, Minor. You know that?
That's right.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. I was super bummed.
Oh, so was I. I was like, God damn it.
Yep.
Yeah, real life sucks.
Right? Shit happens next time.
GCX.
Because I definitely plan on going back.
Nice. For me, it's Whitefish, Montana. I went there in the summertime when it was just the lifts, no skiing or anything. And my God, Montana's a beautiful state. It's not very populated. And those hills are real hills. Holy crap. I mean, it's flat in Florida. There's no hills really. And this just had rolling hills everywhere. And I was just driving just in podunk little towns between Butte and Whitefish. I was just amazed. Beautiful, beautiful state. Highly recommend. All right, Hazel, take us out, man.
All right. Question from Grugrux43. Question for the show. What was that?
Nothing.
Nothing? You sure?
I'm good.
Okay. Do you know what's coming?
I don't know. I can't find it. Oh, Grugrux.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What channel in the Discord can I find feet pics?
Okay, next question. Let's go with one more.
I got a good answer for that though.
You
I'll
do?
actually help you guys out.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, you've done research?
Uh-huh. What channel in the Discord would that be in? The Patreon.
I know.
members. So
I know.
You'd have to become a Patreon member to see them.
Oh my God. Hawkslayer's soapy foot pick. It still haunts me. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. There you go. Become a patron.
Yeah.
Shameless plug. If
I love how
you want some good feet pics.
I love how they started off minor. No offense. No pun intended there.
Yeah.
But
Oh God.
then they started getting I forget, who was it? Was it Decalon or was it?
I don't remember. God. Everybody's contributed. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe Kato, maybe. And it was just a boot. And then it was a boot with a sock.
God, yeah.
And then it was a boot with a little bit of ankle. I've just been cracking up the whole time.
I should have
Well, and
never.
then every now and then, I don't want Hazel to feel left out, so I'll throw in a couple spider gifts.
That's right.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sometimes you really wish you don't share information on the show. I'm kind of thinking that right now. Regrets or regrets.
If it weren't that, it'd be a wooden spoon. So.
Oh God,
Yep.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Hey,
It's so predictable. No.
man, I tell you. Hey, thanks, community. Those are some great questions. I mean, there were tons more we wanted to get to tonight, but yeah, thank you very much, guys. Fantastic questions, and don't worry if you left us a question in there, and I see some new members left some questions in there. We don't forget you. It'll be in our next show. Just hang in there, and we just run we'd be here a 5-hour show if we answered all of them, right, Hazel? So
yeah.
Yeah, we got to draw the line somewhere. So thank you very much. We love you guys. And Elmer Fudd, take it away.
Guardian Downcast. Guardian Downcast. Yeah. Guardian Downcast. This is an intro. Guardian Downcast. Guardian. Not copyright. Guardian Downcast.
Thank you, Mr. Elmer Fudd Games. This is the final segment of our show. This is where we pick our song for our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlist. Just a little sample of what the two of us and our guest minor here want to listen to. And we invite you to listen to it as well. If you want to follow along, it's Guardian Downcast show playlist. And we have that on Spotify. And we now have it on iTunes. If you're an Apple folk out there, I put the links in our show descriptions right down there. And click on that, and you can follow along and see what we add every week. We now have 1,047 songs representing all of us and all of our past guests. Since we picked the songs back in July of 2019, we started this show. So it's a little musical history, if you will. Well, Mr. Minor, let's start with you, sir. What'd you pick for us tonight?
I picked a song called The Gears from... It's from a show called Metalocalypse. That used to
You were
be
just
on,
mentioning that.
Yeah, Cartoon Network. I think it was on Adult Swim, to be specific, but it's from Death Clock. And, I mean, you watch the show, and it's animated, and you think, oh, yeah, it's whatever. But it's there's real people actually playing these songs. So It's pretty heavy, but it's one of those that just gets me going, especially in the morning on a busy day. So
very cool.
Yeah,
man.
it's called The Gears.
The Gears. Okay. All right. Very nice. That's what we like, man. We like a lot of different kinds of songs in our playlist. It appeals to everybody. Okay, Hazel, what'd you add this week, man?
Okay. I added Blame It on the Double. And this is Corey Marks featuring Jason Hook. So, this is a country song. I didn't know it was country when I started it, because it starts off and it's like rock. Oh my God, this is pretty like hard rock. And then it goes into country somehow. And I was like, wow, okay. So, yeah, it's kind of all over the place musically, but yeah, I like it.
You've been surprising me with your picks lately, man. They're kind of all over the place. I like the country aspect. It's nice to have that variety. Yeah, cool deal. I can't wait to listen to that one. All right. I had a bit of nostalgia this week. I was flipping through YouTube and came across this band. It's a Swedish rock band, and I'm going to murder this city. So people from Sweden and Norway and all of the Northern European countries, I do apologize. I want to say it's called Jönköping, Sweden. They formed in 92. And I can still remember exactly where I was when I first heard and watched a video of this band. I was shopping with my wife in a Birdine's department store, which is now sadly gone, and with my wife, and we were getting clothes that were on sale for whatever, work or something, I'm sure. And, they sometimes put those where they used to put those TVs in the clothes departments that kept, the kids and the husbands busy while the wives shopped. There was a 20-inch little color TV mounted up high, and on the end cap, I heard the first song from this group called Loveful, and I was instantly hooked. Beautiful voice of Nina Persson, the lead singer. The song I chose tonight is actually a popular song with them years later on their 1998 album called Gran Turismo, and the song is called Erase, Rewind, and it's from a band that sadly is no longer active. It's the Cardigans. Great memories and great songs to go with them. Nostalgia sucks sometimes. Couple of announcements, Hazel. Did you have anything you want to announce this week?
Just that scrims are coming. So stop abusing me, monkey. So yeah.
We need some raid
scrims
nights
are
too,
coming.
man.
Yeah. I'm going to do some more raid nights out there too. I'm thinking about doing it alternating. So scrims and then raid and then scrims.
I like that.
Something like that. And so
we try to vary the times, right? So we can get some of our European brothers and sisters over here too to play.
Well, those are mainly going to be on Saturday.
Okay.
Because usually maybe Sunday too, but maybe more than likely Saturday, just because.
Right. Daytime. People aren't working.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay.
But yeah.
Cool deal. I just want to mention our question of the month. I've extended up until through September now. Everyone's been real busy with the new season, so I figured let's just extend it. We weren't getting a ton of feedback on this question, and I figured let's give people a little more time to think about it. We've all heard the terms casual, hardcore, try hard, serious casual, hobbyist, whatever. Not that this should be a label, but the question is, what do you consider yourself as you're playing Destiny? What kind of player do you classify yourself as if there was a label you put on yourself? We'll need all these answers by the end of September, probably the last Wednesday of September. Don't know exactly when that's going to be, and I don't have my calendar open, but just get it to us. One thing I've learned about our community is they're just like us. We're all gamers. We all wait till the last minute to throw the speak pipes and questions in, and we've got quite a bit now actually that have built up, but I've already extended it for next month, so we'll just let it carry forward since we're already into September. And, we'll get a big bunch of speak pipes and questions in our Discord, and we'll see what we get. We're going to have, first a drawing for everyone for a $25 Amazon gift card. That is thanks to our Patreon community, by the way. And then speak pipes, we'll have 2 additional drawings for all the speak pipes that are entered for podcast merch, which also has been provided by our patrons. Thank you very much. And if you want to get some of our podcast merch, just want to remind you that we do have a page on designedbyhumans.com. And we have all of our merch listed there if you want to get anything from a t-shirt, mug, whatever. Speaking of our patrons, and by the way, if you see the yellow badge patrons in our community, thank them for us. They're the ones that fund our giveaways, all of our cool stuff that we're doing for our community. And not to mention, it allows Hazel and I to do our thing. We don't have to worry about all the expenses of running a podcast, and it's really nice. It's a really nice thing to have. We want to thank especially our dungeon champion patrons Scoot and Scarlet KM, and our raid boss patrons Jealous and Frostbite for your support. You guys rock. And again, thank you to all of our patrons out there. You know who you are. It's just really been great helping everybody out in our community.
Yeah. Yep. Thank you.
And if you want to support us, you can go to patreon.com/support Guardian Downcast. We have the link, by the way, in our show notes if you want to just click and see what we're offering and see if there's something you'd be interested in doing. Or if you just want to pitch in and help out, that'd be great. We have a lot of different tiers and all kinds of stuff, and you can annoy Gatr with name changes. Damn it, Hazel, quit writing this stuff in my script. Cool benefits, special badge, of course, the Feet Picks channel, right, Minor? Yeah, so.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you, everyone. We appreciate it. Just released a new Patreon episode that just came out this week. So check that out if you haven't gotten the notification yet, or if you have the RSS feed, it should appear automatically. And I forgot to do this last week, Hazel, and I had to write it in to make sure I remembered. We do have another podcast. It's called Playing Favorites. It's a storytelling podcast. And as Hazel would say, if you have something that's a favorite of yours, I bet there's a story behind it. And plus Hazel and I end with one of our favorite stories of the month. Not Destiny related, but more around entertainment, gaming, social media, pop culture, all those stuff. So, check it out. New episode 2 just dropped this week, and we had Mr. Fluffy Fingers MD as our featured guest on that show. So look at that and tell us what you think. We have I think you just added this in our Discord, a feedback channel for our Playing Favorites podcast. Did you add that one?
Exactly. Yes, I did.
Perfect. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, people have been messaging me feedback, and I'm like, okay, well,
we need to make a channel.
Don't fucking do that.
Don't tell Rodimus. Yeah. Don't tell Daddy Prom. Oh, I already saw it. Okay, never mind. All right, cool enough. Okay, a real touching announcement here before we go. I'll try to keep it together here. I just want to remind everyone that September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and there's been several Twitter posts out there asking that everyone wear a gold shader for their armor and even weapons for the month of September in honor of it. And we had a member of our community come out and DM me today. That'd be Zaniac, or Commando, as you know him in our Discord. And he reached out to me and asked that our community would do the same and wear that gold shader. He recommended Callus's Shadow and Bumblebee. It looked really good. He showed me one that he had on. This is in remembrance of his daughter, Dylan Megan, who unfortunately succumbed to diffused intrinsic pontine glioma. Say that 3 times fast. DIPG is the acronym for it. And I told him I'd mention it on the show tonight. So let's honor him and show off those gold shaders, please, for the month of September in our community. And why don't we post our gold and shiny Guardians in our Destiny Fashion Show channel and tag Commando. Show him we're with him. And we're with him in the fight to stand up against childhood cancer. So thank you for that, guys. Well, guys, that's a wrap. Another episode in our collection for our listeners out there, especially if you're new. We have 162 other episodes with interviews from gamers all over our community. So take a look at those, especially if, like I said, if you're just finding out about us. And tell a friend. Pass it along. If you like what you're hearing tonight, share it. That's our number one way to spread our audience and our listener base out there. I tried with Google. I'm terrible. I think I got fired from the social media team. So, Mr. Minor, dude, Minor, had a great time tonight, man. Sorry, I had to throw that in.
Yeah, so did I. It was awesome.
Yeah. Such a smooth podcast. Hell yeah. That's a smooth show.
Awesome.
If people want to friend you online or contact you on social media or anywhere, where can people find you, man?
You can find me in the Discord, as Minor. I got the Vegeta, picture,
Right.
Vegeta.
Huge Vegeta fan.
Vegeta. Get it right, man. Come on.
Yeah, whatever.
Come on, you casual.
Never say that. I'm only on PlayStation, so MrMinor17 on PlayStation. If you want to friend me on Bungie, it's MrMinor17, #1717. It was hilarious when they gave me that. Wow. I was like, no way.
You lucked out, dude.
Really?
Right?
Wow.
I was like, what? I don't know, the algorithm must have caught it or something.
That's
I don't know.
Awesome.
That was amazing.
That is so easy to remember.
Well, and it was always one of those like, maybe I'll change my name to something simpler, and then they gave me that. I was like, well, now I can never change that now because it'll change the number.
No, you can't. You're locked in, man.
Yeah.
Well, brother, thank you again for coming on tonight, man. That's a great time.
Yeah, thanks
Great
for having
stories.
me. It was awesome.
Yeah, thank you. This has been awesome.
Hazel, how can people reach you, sir?
Quick and easy. Hazel NT, anywhere and everywhere, except for Twitch, where I never stream, and it's the Hazel NT.
Never stream. You need to stream, dude. It's a lot of fun.
I want to. I got to get that shit figured out, though.
Technical crap, I know.
Yeah.
You can reach me on Twitter at Todd the Gatr. Remember, that's Gatr. You can also find me on Steam and PS5 as Gatr. Gatr, don't forget those underscores. And my Bungie number is hashtag 7359 if you want to add me as a friend on Bungie. And I just want to remind everybody, I am going like kind of in a new direction with my YouTube channel, and I have to give a shout out to everyone that's been subbing. My sub count, I've grown 800% in the last 28 days. It's just crazy amazing. So, for those of you out there who sub to my channel and have joined our Discord, thank you very much. I'm just blown away. It's just been a lot of fun. And like I said, you can go to guardiandowncast.com if you want to find out all the information about me and Mr. Hazel NT here. And that's it. Remember, if you're playing the new Season of Plunder, take breaks, get outside and touch grass. Hades, talking to you, buddy. Hey, everyone, continue to be safe out there. And more importantly, hey, take care of one another.
Defeat is not surrender, Guardian.
Thank you all so very much for listening. And later, Guardian.
Get toddled. Yeah, I can't do it.
Your throat, man.
Peace out, y'all.
Nice. Well, we haven't asked this question in a while. Minor, obviously, is your gamer tag now, but did you ever have any past gamer tags, or has it always been Minor?
Well, it's so on PlayStation, it's MrMinor17.
Nice.
And it started with, like, I wasn't really, like, dying to get online. You know, I play a lot of solo games, because growing up, I played a lot of solo games.
Sure.
So, it was Modern Warfare, I believe.
Nice.
Either that or Modern Warfare 2. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, you can play online. I'm like, that sounds fun as hell. So I spent about 30 minutes trying to find a gamer tag. And I finally settled with, you know what? I'm done screwing around. I don't care what it says. I just want to get online. So I just did MrMinor17. Like, cool. There it is. It works. Awesome.
So that's been your gamer tag the whole time?
The whole time.
Wow, dude. Well, shoot,
Yeah.
that ruins my question later. All right, well, we'll have to re-record it. Just remember that. We'll re-record it. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to fall short here. All right, Hazel.
That's funny. Give it to The Rock. I'd be curious to see what the hell he'd come up with.
You smell what The Rock's cooking? I guess not. Okay. That's going to be an outtake. I swear to God, that'll be an outtake.
He would definitely do something with Kevin Hart.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, pretty much. I think you're the guy that Sony like hires to pitch their movies to, like Morbius, and they're like, "Hey, do you like this?" And you're like, "Yeah, it's great." And they release it to everybody, and everybody else is like,
I don't know.
How did this get greenlit?
I was just throwing crap on the wall and see what stuck. Those are just some ideas I came up with.
Yeah. All you did was get your wall all shitty.